and welcome back to the Gallant Goblin Plays Blood on the Clocktower. How's everybody doing tonight?
Ayo.
Great.
Oh, us. Oh, yeah, hi.
You're on, Catboy. I'm leaving one seat open. We have two players who told me earlier today that they want to join us and they might be a little bit late. So I'm going to leave this little seat open here as long as I can. You see that little 10 in the corner of your screen up there? Can y'all see how many people are connected to our game there? If y'all see that tick over to 11 or 12 even, please let me know. We may need to add additional seats. But let's start off by just doing a brief introduction around the table. So this week we are joined by Paizo freelancer Alex.
Hey everyone. Hey.
Indie game designer Morgan.
Hello.
I'm trying to remember everybody's title. Safety professional Ryan Terry.
Hello.
Upcoming improv performer Jesse.
Hi.
Resident Catboy.
Annyeong.
Also, new Baldur's Gate streamer who figured out that barbarians don't have to wear armor. Paizo staff member Marissa.
Hi.
Paizo freelancer Grady. What did we decide to call you? Additional Canadian queer Liette.
That worked for me. That's accurate.
One of us are the others.
We have we have a few around the table. Empty seat number 9. Say hello. And finally, our original OG Glenn. All right, so I don't see anybody showing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down this last seat. If they join in at the end, we might just add them as a traveler. We'll see what we decide to do. But I haven't even chosen characters for this one. So what I'm going to do... and also, I want to thank Larry, who's monitoring our chat today. So Larry, please let me know if I'm not broadcasting, or someone in chat, please let me know. And I will remind our players, if you have people around your house that are watching the game tonight, tell them to keep their mouths shut. We had that issue last week, and I'm going to give them a hard time. I'm just teasing. It was fun. All right, so let me go ahead and close that seat down, and I'm going to close it right there. Whoops. Go away, seat. Well, I'm going to try to get rid of it.
That's where the ghost sits.
I guess so.
Right?
It doesn't want to go away. Yeah, it won't let me get rid of it.
Haunted seat. Haunted seat.
That's
Haunted
clear
seat.
empty.
Once that seat's going to get the demon assignment.
There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself off the stream so you guys can talk in private. I'm going to go over with the chat as I choose characters. So you're not going to be broadcasting for a second. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. All right, it is just you and me now as we go into my character selecting screen. And hopefully they can't hear me. I shouldn't be broadcasting to them. So what we're playing this week is the Blood on the Clocktower crew releases a brand new character, I think about every month or so. And the one they just released this week is the Hatter. And this is the script that was designed to showcase this brand new character. So the Hatter says, if you died today or tonight, the minion and demon players may choose new minion and demon characters to be. So this is a kind of choose your own adventure for the evil team. So we are definitely adding in a Hatter. In this game, we should have 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 1 minion, and 1 demon. So we're going to add the Hatter, and let's go ahead and see what else we want to add to this crew. We've got some new folks, so it's going to be interesting. I don't want to choose the most potent minions and demon to start with, because I want them to have the option of changing into something very cool later on. So I'm just going to start off by choosing the Harpy, I think, and the Leech, because I think they're going to want to become one of those other ones later on, and that's going to give them the goal of finding and killing the Hatter, because they're probably going to know there's a Hatter in play, because that's a fun one. So we're going to start off with the Leech. The Leech says, each night choose a player, they die. You start by choosing an alive player, they are poisoned, and you die if and only if they die. I'll go over in detail what these characters do in a second, but I think it's good to know what the main demon is in this case. So in this case, whoever's the demon will implant their Leech in one of the other unsuspecting players around the table, and then it's going to be their job to protect their host for the rest of the game. So I think that's fun. So let's choose our other ones. I think I'm going to go ahead and have a drunk in this game. So you don't choose the drunk token, you choose an extra townsfolk. So let's see what we want to choose. I think it'd be fun to have a courtier in this game. I think an innkeeper is going to be important because we have a leech. I think that we might want... Ooh. I'm really tempted to do a bounty hunter and even possibly make the bounty hunter drunk. I'm going to add the bounty hunter and we'll decide that in a minute. We'll add the empath and we will add... I kind of am too tired today to keep up with the savant information, so we're going to skip the savant for now. We can do the preacher and let's see, maybe... So we have protecting roles, we have drunken roles. We need some good information gatherers. We have the empath, but we probably need at least one more information gathering role. I think the fortune teller is probably a good one, because in this case, learning the demon is not necessarily the most important thing. They have to find the leech host, and this is not going to register for the fortune teller, so it can lead them off in the wrong direction. So I think that is good. So we have 6 townsfolk, 1 outsider, because we're going to add in the drunk later on and figure out who gets what token. We'll decide that in a minute. And we have the harpy, and we have the leech. So I'm going to go back into chat, let them know what we're up to, and then we will start this game. Let's see.
Started watching the...
All right, folks. Sorry to interrupt you there, Catboy. I am ready to hand out your tokens. So put on your poker faces. And be aware in this game, it should be 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 1 minion, and 1 demon. I see we're still at 10 player count, so this is the table. All right, let's see if traditions hold up. Passing out our character tokens. Okay, so take a look at those, and I will come and talk to people in the night phase to see if anybody has any questions. But have fun with that. We're going to go ahead and go into our night phase. So, good luck, everybody. We are back. Let's go around our table and see what we have. They shouldn't be able to hear me now. It's just between you and me. Starting off at the top of our list here, we have Alex as our empath. Each night, you learn how many of your 2 alive neighbors are evil. Already starting off with a 1 because we have Glinda Leech sitting next to the empath. So the empath we've seen before, one of the regular characters. Not too much to learn there. If the empath Alex is able to kill off some of their neighbors, they will learn further information around the table. So one of their goals is to kind of expand their reach during the game. Going around, we have Morgan, the innkeeper. Each night, choose 2 players. They can't die tonight, but 1 is drunk until dusk. So you can protect your friends, but you're also possibly making them drunk and messing up their information. So be aware of that. I think we do have Victor joining in, so we may have to add another seat here. And they get to be on the same team for once. They've been wanting to be on the same team for a while, and it hasn't happened yet. Ryan Terry gets to be our Hatter. If you die today or tonight, the minion and demon players... So we got a text over here. Let's check this out. I don't know how the fortune teller works mechanically. Help. I'll come and chat to you in a second. Yeah, Ryan Terry. If you died tonight or today, the minion and demon players may choose new minion and demon characters to be. So yes, if they can successfully find Ryan Terry the Hatter, they get to, and they can murder him or get the town to murder him, then the Marissa the minion gets to choose to be a new minion, and Glenn the demon gets to choose to be a new demon. So it can really change things up. So Ryan Terry's going to have to keep his head low and try not to get murdered. Then we have Jesse, who's our preacher. Each night, choose a player. A minion, if chosen, learns this. They learn that you have been chosen by a preacher. All chosen minions have no ability. So if Jesse can successfully choose Marissa, then Marissa will lose her ability until Jesse the preacher is dealt with. So Jesse's going to have to be minion hunting. But yes, if Marissa is chosen by the preacher, she'll be told that she's chosen by the preacher. She will know she has no power, and hopefully she will be able to figure out who the preacher is and get them executed, in which case she'll get her power back. Then with Catboy, the bounty hunter, you start knowing one evil player. If the player you know dies, you learn another evil player tonight. One townsfolk is evil. So, I'm kind of tempted to make Ryan Terry the Hatter evil. Because then he's going to want to get killed. And that's interesting. I'm trying to think of how that might play out mechanically. Because he's not going to know who the demon and minions are. And I think he could get himself executed pretty successfully. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, what the bounty hunter does, you start knowing one evil player. If the player you know dies, you learn another evil player tonight, but one townsfolk is evil. So yes, that's what I'm talking about here. I got ahead of myself. The bounty hunter turns one of our other characters evil, and I'm very tempted to see how that plays out. So we'll think about that. That could be a lot of fun. Next we have Marissa the Harpy. Each night, choose 2 players. Tomorrow, the first player is mad that the second is evil, or both might die. So this is the first time we've had madness in one of our live games here. So, what that means is anytime you see madness, it's just someone has to genuinely be trying to convince others that something is true. So in this case, she'll choose 2 players. So she says Grady and Liette. Then Grady has to legitimately, genuinely be trying to convince the table that Liette is evil the next day. And if he doesn't do that, then both of them could die. Which is going to be bad for this team because, yeah, there's not many good players, and so you don't want to lose 2 of them. So it's very tricky. Next, we have Grady the Courtier. Once per game at night, choose a character. They are drunk for 3 nights and 3 days. So Grady gets to choose not a player, but a character. So his goal is probably to figure out which demon is in play. And if he can choose the correct demon, in this case the leech, then the leech is going to be neutralized for 3 nights and 3 days. But he only gets to do it once per game before he gets killed off. So it's going to be, he's going to have to stay alive. And if he gets killed off later during that 3 days, then that demon or whoever he chooses will get their power back. So yeah. Next up, we have Liette, the Fortune Teller. Each night, choose 2 players. You learn if either is the demon. There is a good player that registers as a demon to you. Yeah, so we've seen this role before as well. You can choose 2 players, and I will say yes, one of them is the demon, or no, neither one of them is a demon. But there is going to be a red herring out there who's going to register as a false positive for Liette. So I know Liette has questions about that, so we'll go sort that out. And finally, we have our demon, who is a demon twice in a row for us, Glenn. Each night, choose a player, they die. That's typical demon behavior. You start by choosing an alive player. They are poisoned. You die if and only if they die. So he has to keep that person alive. I wonder if he might choose Ryan Terry, which making Ryan Terry the evil hatter would be kind of fun. He's the evil leech host hatter, gets killed off immediately because he's trying to die, in which case the Glenn's team loses immediately and we re-rack. Kind of amazing. I need to go and add in a seat. So let's go ahead and set this up. We're going to add Victor as a traveler. So let's see. I think I will make Ryan the evil. Let's see, do I have a thing for that? I'm just going to change alignment to evil. So that's going to be our Catboy ping, and that's going to be shown to our... where's our goggles for scene known? There we go. I'm going to show him Ryan Terry to begin with. I think that's fun. Who else do I need to do for setup for? The Bounty Hunter, the Harpy, the Courtier doesn't need any setup. Oh, the Fortune Teller... who's going to be wanting to hide during this game? I'm not going to put too much on Ryan Terry because that's a little bit much. I might put it on Morgan. Yeah, maybe Morgan is a good red herring. Let's see, where is... Yeah, the red herring. Innkeeper's going to try to keep their head down, and so that might be a pretty good red herring. And plus, Empath is going to get a 1, so that gives us the option of doing that. Let me give Victory Bell a Traveler token. How do I do that? Select a blank token to add a traveler. Let's see. Change character. Travelers. Let's see. So a traveler is a character that is somebody who joins the game late. Hey Meredith, welcome to the chat. Who joins the game late, and there are slightly different rules for them. So let's see, who do we want to make them? Tempted to make them the thief. One of these affects the votes because I think it might be interesting to see how it works with this system here. I think the system can take care of it. What other ones do we have? Each night choose a player, their vote counts as 3, their vote counts negative. You can kill somebody. Let's just do this. We're going to put them on the good team, but they can choose a player, their vote counts as negative tomorrow. So they should get that. Again, so there's slightly different rules. The town can vote Victory Bell off at any time. It doesn't count as a death. They're just voted out of town, so it's just slightly different rules. I can go look those up in a minute, because I haven't run a Traveler in a hot minute, so we'll have to figure that out together. If you can hear me. I've gone around the table and explained to the audience what all the roles are for this game, because it's a slightly complicated one. Victory Bell has been added to our table as a Traveler. The Traveler, for those of you who haven't played as one before or seen it in our games, is someone who joins late or has to leave early. And everybody knows their role. Victory Bell is our thief. Each night, choose a player, not yourself. Their vote counts negatively tomorrow. The only thing y'all don't know is which team Victory Bell is on. I will tell Victory Bell in private. Not even Victory Bell knows yet. I will go and chat to them shortly to let them know what team they're on.
So being nice to me.
I love it.
But yes, welcome Victory Bell to the game. I'm going to go start going around the table to give everybody their information. So be on the lookout for my chats and be aware that you are now being broadcasted. Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to come to you first to go over your character because you are brand new to Blood on the Clocktower, right?
Yep, I am. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So you are on the good team. You're the fortune teller. So looking at your thing, each night you're going to choose 2 different players. So you can say, like, I want to choose Alex and Victory Bell, or whoever you want to choose. And you learn if either is the demon. So I will say either yes, one of them is the demon, or no, neither of them is the demon. I won't tell you which is which. But there is a false positive out there. There's a good player that registers as the demon to you. So one of the players that I've already decided is going to be a false positive for you.
Okay.
We
do what we have to do. If one of our innocent townsfolk goes down, the fortune teller can live with that.
Do be aware that you are only pinging off the demon. There's also going to be minion out there as well. So you won't get a positive on the minion unless for some reason like they're your red herring. But it doesn't necessarily clear people as not being evil, just that they're not the demon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you have any questions about it otherwise?
No, I wasn't sure if it was like a mechanical thing, like I clicked and then it revealed, but if it's when I talk to you, then that makes it easy.
Yeah, I'm going to come to you each night, and you're going to tell me 2 names. So we'll come back to you in a little while tonight, because you get to go on the first night as well. So be thinking about who you want to target, who you are a sus of already.
I do, but I'm sowing chaos first thing. First chance I get.
Perfect. Well, I will come back to you in just a little bit to get your choices.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Liette.
Called.
Hello.
Hi there.
Well, we're glad to have you. You are a traveler. You are the thief. You are on the good team. And who do you want to choose on your first night? For their vote?
We don't know anything.
You sure don't. Whose vote's going to count negative today?
Well, then it's just really going with the most powerful character, and that would be Ryan Terry.
All right.
So far.
I'm going to mark that in here, negative votes, which will be fun to watch as the little clock ticks around. So it's up to you.
I hope he watches this and rewatches this and gets the compliment from it.
Yeah, I think he knows he's a good first night target. So, yep. Do you have any questions about the thief? All right. So yeah, we'll go over the traveler rules as soon as I dig them up off the internet here, so I can read them properly. Because I've only done a traveler once or twice, and the rules are slightly different. So we'll pull those up and tell everybody. But I will wish you good luck.
I think yeah.
Hello.
I think I started a conversation.
Oops, sorry. I'm just here to tell you.
No, they're talking.
Oh, okay. I'll come back to you later on to get your choices for the night, but I want to make sure you understand your character first. All good? And
Yeah.
your demon is Glenn.
Oh, okay. Do you know what kind of demon he is? Am I allowed to know?
I know, but you're going to have to go
Okay.
ask.
Got it.
And he will also have your bluffs.
Okay. Are you gonna ask me names now or later?
I'm gonna ask you names later. I'll come back later in the night order.
Got it.
All right. Good luck.
Bye.
Or is this like...
Okay. We're gonna make Jesse the drunk. Hello, hello.
Hey, Theos.
You draw these demon tokens
I
a
am
lot.
the leech.
You are the
Yeah.
leech. I'm going to... Well, do I need to... Well, I'm just here to tell you right
Well,
now. Sorry.
Hmm.
A couple of things.
Well, I have to give you a player that's poisoned, right?
You do. And I think I can do it now. But let me go ahead and give you all your information. First of all, your
Okay.
minion is Marissa.
That's cool.
Your bluffs are Sailor, Raven Keeper, and Seamstress. Do be aware that if you are executed during the day, you will not die. You will stay alive. And so you want to have a good excuse for that. And I'm going to let you figure that out. But just be ready to explain that if you don't die. So let me go ahead and see, who do you want to implant the leech into? And remember, you're going to have to...
Terry.
Okay. I kind of thought that might be your choice. All right. I will then take care of that for you. Remember that Ryan Terry will be drunk. And so their
So I'm
ability,
counting on.
yeah, their ability will not function. So just yeah, and then good luck with that. I'll wish you luck.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Let me know if you have any questions. This might be a very short game because he is on the evil team. He's gonna want to die, but our demon is gonna want to keep him alive as long as possible. But I don't think he's gonna be successful. Because he is a leech host. So unless he finds out somehow that he's a leech host, this is going to be a super short game. In which case we'll re-rack and we won't have to deal with the Traveler anymore. But this is wild. This is already wild. All right. Hello, hello.
Hi.
You get to be our preacher for the day. So your goal is to go minion hunting. Do you have any questions about your role?
I mean, I understand generally what it is. I've been reading the tips and tricks.
Okay, good. Yeah. So, yeah, the goal is, find the minion and you can neutralize them. But if you then die yourself, then they will regain their ability. So I'm here to get, who do you want to start with? You get to choose somebody in the very first night. And you could choose a different player every night. And yeah, you generally will choose a different player every night.
And so it permanently gets rid of their ability until I die.
That's correct. Or until you're poisoned. So, yeah,
fair.
assuming you're not the drunk.
Trying to think if it's good to even choose someone on the first night when I have no information of seeing if anyone changes their behavior.
There's not really any downside, because if you can
That's
neutralize a minion, that's always a good thing for
Right
your team.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing everyone's names again. Hold on.
Yeah, who just seemed the most sus to you to begin with?
I'm gonna choose Catboy.
Catboy it is. All right, I wish you luck. Be
Thanks, bye.
aware that you won't be told if you're successful or not. You're just gonna have to.
Yeah, I just have to figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
But they're told if their abilities.
Yeah. Those be chosen. You were chosen by a preacher. If Catboy was the minion, he would be told, "Yeah, you were chosen by a preacher. Good luck."
Cool.
All right, Jesse. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Why am I talking to you, Theo?
You get to be the Hatter for this game. It's our showcase character. I just want to see how you feel about that.
I mean, I could probably use a hat. I don't have much on my head beyond that at this point.
It's good to protect yourself from the evil sun rays.
That is true.
What do you think would be better than being the Hatter?
You're about to tell me that you've made me evil because of the bounty hunter, aren't you?
I am. That's exactly what I'm here to tell you.
I can't think of any other reason you would come talk to me right now.
You're the evil Hatter, my friend.
Not only am I always an outsider, always on the outside looking in. Now I'm an evil outsider.
So what's your strategy as an evil Hatter?
I don't know. I get chosen for all the stuff. I'm probably also poisoned if there's a poisoner out there.
Well, that would be very interesting then.
I'm also probably the poisoned evil Hatter. I'm also probably like being drunked by a sailor. I don't know. I imagine everyone's got me in the sights. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea how to play this. We're going to have to see how it goes.
Well, you're going to enjoy watching the playback, as always, to see what happened ahead of time. But good luck playing your evil Hatter. You don't get to learn who the other evil players are at all, of course. But you are with the evil team. Your token is red on my screen.
I see. It's not on mine. Can I change it on mine somehow?
You sure can. I think you can click it and say change alignment. I think you can. You can play with it. I'm not sure how it works on the player end. I've never played this as a player.
All right.
All right. I'll just wish you luck.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Herself.
You know,
Well, you're the courtier.
Maybe.
How fancy. Unless you're drunk. I'm just here to see. You get to use your ability once per game. Just want to see if you want to use it right now.
No.
All right. Good luck. Do you have a strategy for this?
Die.
That's a terrible strategy. You'll figure it out.
But dying confirms I'm town.
Does it?
Don't try to confuse me.
Good luck. Hello.
Hello again.
You're in a different room, I think.
No, I had to switch to the floor of my room because it was closer to the router.
Oh my gosh.
Because I keep getting kicked again.
Oh, I saw you.
So now I'm sitting on the floor.
Okay, well, that's fair. As the Harpy, you get to choose two players, one to be mad that the other is evil. So have you made your choices?
I'm going to choose Ryan Terry because I think that's going to really mess with him.
Okay.
And Catboy, just because it's going to be so funny.
Okay, so you want Brian Terry to be mad that Catboy is evil.
Yes, and being mad is very similar to being drunk, right?
No, it is, madness just means that if Ryan Terry tomorrow doesn't legitimately try to convince everybody that Catboy is evil, then both Ryan Terry and Catboy can be executed. Well, not executed, they just die.
Okay.
Both of them. So, all right, I will do that and wish you luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
I'm back.
Why am I talking? Why am I talking to you again?
Because everybody chooses you.
Good God!
Who do you think chose you this time?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't know this script.
A Harpy has decided that you need to be mad that Catboy is evil.
Well, that's easy enough.
So, yep, be aware of that.
Level with me. Victory Bell chose me too, didn't they?
You'll be able to find out by voting tomorrow and seeing what happens. Good luck.
All right.
Hey,
I was about to send you a little token instead.
oh,
You're the empath and you're sitting next to your best bud Morgan.
I am.
So what?
Am I doing evil Morgan?
What number do you think I'm going to tell you?
I think you're gonna give me a 1.
Well, I am pleased to be able to tell you that 0 of your neighbors are evil.
Okay, again, the gated community, all is good.
That worked out very well for you last time.
I'm sure it did.
I wouldn't make you the drunk empath again, would I?
You would never do that to me,
No,
Theo.
I love you too much. So I will wish you good luck with your good neighbors there, and I hope this goes well for you.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. Well, hello. You are muted, and I can't see you.
All right, I'm having some technical trouble, so if I'm coming through echoey, let me know. I'm gonna have to hop on and off of mic because I don't want that, the echo.
Nope, you're all good on my end. I'm just here to see who you want to peek at first in your crystal ball.
absolutely want to peek at both Alex and Catboy.
All right, you look at Alex and Catboy. You are already an honorary member of this channel by looking at Catboy on the very first night. And you learn that no, neither one of them is the demon.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll wish you luck.
Okay, thank you. Quick question.
Yes.
Do I have time to step out for cat stuff?
The day is probably going to start shortly. So if you have a moment, maybe sometime during the day phase or something, it might be a good time to pop out for a second.
Sounds good.
All right. Sorry about that. I wish you luck. I'll try to give you a ping when I think it's a good time. Probably sometime during the day phase if you want to. You'll just miss a few.
Sounds good.
Chats. All right. Good luck.
Ping me. If you ping me, we're good. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, you're good. Anytime after the day, once the day starts, you can just run off. And I'll wait till you get back.
Cool.
All right. Good luck. What better role for a reformed demon than as a demon hunter? You're the bounty hunter this time around.
Yes, I am.
And I'm here to tell you that Ryan Terry is evil. So if you can get Ryan Terry killed, you get to learn another evil player.
Okay.
You have any questions about that?
No. No, I don't.
Okay, good luck.
I gotta know how to spin this. Okay, bye.
Bye. Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The deck of many animated 5e reference cards can bring even more magic to your games, and they make fantastic gifts. Get animated spell cards, condition cards, or townsfolk NPCs. You can even get in-game items like the Deck of Illusions and the Deck of Many Things. Get your deck of many animated cards using the info icon in the corner or in the doohickey down below.
Yeah, we're trying to be inclusive of people's fears, not like when I ask people what their Pokemon is.
Good morning, Goblinshire. It was a busy night around the little town here, and it's been a busy week for me as well. I haven't had time to write you up any fancy poems or stories or done any fancy artwork for you, so I'm just here to tell you that I'm dead and you need to solve my murder. So please find the demon and execute them and save your town. Good luck.
Straight to the point. I like it.
Procedure: press enter, and you should see like dialogue bubbles appear over everyone's circle. If you click on that, you'll request, and once they accept, you guys can have private chats. And yeah, that's how we collect information. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone have any first night information?
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm the thief. Just want to come on, no.
We know that.
I learned about that.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Nope.
No.
So no chef, no bounty hunter, anything like that?
Well, here's the thing.
Like,
they're
only wouldn't necessarily want to reveal themselves because they get stuff.
The chef is the only one in the script that only gets first night information.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no chef. All right. Unless they just are being quiet. All right.
So okay. So my thing is, like, if we don't have a chef, we have roles that either do something once per game or once you do something each night.
Keep in mind also, there is a Vortox on this script, so there is decent to good odds that everything you learn is hokum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Marissa.
And Marissa seems to be having some problems.
Are you having trouble again, Marissa?
You all right there,
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is home and online, and I can't be like, everybody get off the internet. I have a live stream.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I need to make a call. Get off the computer.
But I still like to participate.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Go have your private chats, folks.
Okay. Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Enter key, yeah.
All right. How? So what's want a 3 for 3?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So my 3 for 3 is the Raven Keeper, the Night Watchman, and the Empath.
I didn't even know there was a Night Watchman. Let's a game, choose a player. They learn. Oh, they learn who you are. All right.
Yeah, but you can once you can like out verify yourself.
I am the seamstress, the innkeeper, or the courtier.
Seamstress, the innkeeper, or the courtier? Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, yeah. Got any initial thoughts or anything?
I don't know. Catboy seems suspicious. We should kill him.
Agreed. 100%. Catboy seems suspicious. We should kill him.
Yeah. All right.
I 100% agree with that. We should just just kill Catboy, and like it seems like that'll have as even an odds. I mean, honestly, don't you just want to get the joy of like first night resetting this game and then just like getting to talk to Theo and just be like, that was a really hard script, you know? You had to do it twice and do that whole setup instantly. We can just first night end it by killing Catboy.
So well, yeah, that would have a lot more weight if I was a bounty hunter, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? The one townsfolk is evil on the bounty hunter?
It makes the townsfolk. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. It makes the townsfolk evil. They are on the evil team. They learn that they are evil. They don't learn who the demon and minion are, so they're kind of flying completely blind.
Oh.
But they are on the evil team and will be like actively trying to sabotage good.
That's great. So that happens if there's a bounty hunter. Basically.
But that's because the bounty hunter gets the really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Theo.
Hey, I'm spying.
We were just doing our 3 for 3. I told Jesse that I was the courtier, the savant, or the innkeeper.
And I said preacher, seamstress, raven keeper.
Cool.
Right, so we should probably go talk to some other people and see if we can get in.
Let's just say that I have a sus read on one of our veteran players here.
Oh, that's very interesting of you to say that.
Yeah. Do you have any information to trade for a name?
I might have some information to trade for a name. I might have first night info that about the alignment of one of the people in the circle.
Okay. Well, then I will tell you. If I give you a name, you can do with it what you will.
Okay. I'll also give you a name exchange.
So we need to be wary of Ryan Terry.
Oh, he is a very a person with a lot of gravitas in this game.
Yes. So that's my name.
Doing a bit.
Doing a bit. Okay.
No, we were just talking about if like only one person comes out of a chat somehow.
Then it was probably my internet kicked me, and then I had to reload. So.
Player by her history.
Catboy? Or Ryan Terry?
Ryan Terry.
That's fair. What does the thief do again? Sorry, it's not on the list.
Stay away a vote.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
there's no grandmas, so Ryan Terry's not going to be gunning for anyone anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if he does vote, you know.
Yeah.
Unless I
I
forgot.
need to be the preacher.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the preacher, apparently.
Yeah, why not?
Ooh, I think Theo is.
I'm here spying on y'all.
Oh my, you
Okay,
followed
cool.
me.
I'm just popping
hey.
from chat to chat.
We're trying to figure out who the real preacher is.
Yeah, apparently everyone's claiming preacher.
That's not at all suspicious.
I know. I talked to Morgan, who claimed courtier, savant, innkeeper. One of those three.
Exactly, because we will just do it in once. If we kill
Oh,
Catboy,
no, you guys stop talking about Theo now.
No, yeah, we shouldn't talk
He's
about
watching.
here.
He's eavesdropping.
Yeah, but yeah, we kill Catboy night 1, and we can just throw the whole.
A solid strategy.
But ultimately, okay, we should probably 3 for 3. My 3 are the Raven's Keeper, the Night Watchman, and the Empath.
Okay. I have got Sailor, Sailor, Courtier, or Ravenkeeper.
Okay. Sailor, Courtier, Raven Keeper. Interesting. All right. I wonder if
see.
you. Yeah. Well, we'll go through.
I don't know if I told our new players what the gong means.
I don't think you did.
Guess not, because
Good. Ryan, Terry, let's talk real quick.
No, it's too late now.
Oh, it's too late.
No, the gong means it's time for dinner.
It does.
Serve.
I was hoping that the new players were gonna be befuddled in.
So
I will not start a chat after a gong. What do you take me for, sir?
Welcome back to the town square. You can still have public conversations, but I will announce that nomination season has begun.
So, does anybody have any nominations?
well,
I mean,
we gotta.
we need to kill
We
someone.
have to execute
We
someone.
have to kill.
So-
Yeah,
We need
we
to
could
kill.
have more talks.
Well, how does Victory Bell figure into this? Is it
I mean, I think we could
executable or
probably-
not?
Just kill him.
I mean, we know. So it's not a great kill for town because they're guaranteed not the demon, and they're and so it's kind of just sinking a kill. That being said, you're guaranteed to always be putting it on like a kind of a bad roll. Like if there's no sus on anybody, that's a perfectly reasonable kill.
Well, does anybody have?
That being said, like the best case is just to kill Catboy because that'll let us.
That
No, it is not.
proven strategy.
I will assert that I am a townsfolk that gets information that may or may not be good for good. I mean, it's not like game breaking or anything, but just keep me alive and I will keep serving up some hot tea.
I don't know.
Ryan Terry, I also think that statistics wise, it's not a good idea to just kill Catboy because of history.
No. This is purely a social read, and that we have to kill someone, and we don't have much information.
Well, you also frequently either volunteer or die early. Would it be all right if we because we do have to offer up someone for the Vortox.
Yeah.
This one could be a willing sacrifice.
My role is very powerful. I do not. You know, and if you look back historically, when my role is good, when my role is bad, I will fall on a sword quickly. That is really not the case.
Alright. So for the new players, maybe just in case they are one of the two characters, they are our most valuable asset early in the game because they're expendable.
Let's keep
Here's the thing. No, that's not how we play it. I want to keep them.
okay, sorry.
I want to keep them as long as they can. You can until we have information otherwise. Because
I've got
I want them to get
stuff to bring to this town. I'm not ready to be off yet.
Okay, so, I mean, this doesn't take her out of the game, but
Yeah.
Melissa, do you want us to have mercy on you just so you don't have to miss information?
That's
No,
not. That's not
I'm
fair.
seeing how long I can hold out.
Okay.
I do think that logically Victory is probably, if we have to execute somebody, we know for a fact that they're not the demon, but if we have a Vortox game, it keeps us playing.
Yeah.
And does anybody have any skills where if they died we'd get information?
Not me.
Well, I have a question.
A lot.
I have a question for Theo.
Yeah.
If Victory Bell dies, does his power still work?
Well,
because I can't steal no more.
Yeah, right. Victory Bell would be exiled, so not killed. But yeah, their power would no longer be
Does
used.
that count as an execution?
That's
No,
what I'm
right?
trying to double check.
Oh.
I will find out.
Victory Bell, like, considered a corpse?
So until he figures that out, do we have any volunteers for tribute?
I just nominate Victory Bell.
Okay. Get this game started. So yes, this is a votes for exile. I wish we'd have taken a moment for me to find the rule book first, but that's okay. I almost got it.
But are we counting exile?
Yeah, if that doesn't count as executed, then it's a waste.
Well,
and if it's a Vortox game, we will lose.
Vortox demands blood.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, is this-
Theo, are you
is
just
it
gonna make
Unless
me
you kick me out, but you like prick my hand before I leave, and maybe that'll work. Who knows?
I'm looking for the actual rules. Why don't, if you don't mind, we will come back to this nomination a little bit. I know it's a little unorthodox, but I'm going to cancel this out for the moment, and I will double check. But I believe that it does not count as an execution. It is an exile, and it would just be like somebody died, and so you would still.
Wait, so who nominated me though?
Then, knowing that, I don't nominate Victory Bell then.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm also the virgin. You die automatically.
To be clear about that, like, in the event that that's the case, we would then get to do another nomination, right?
We don't know.
It was just like if somebody dies, like if Anchor just randomly dies, that's not an execution.
Yeah. So yeah, it would just be it would just be an exile, and then you would continue.
So yeah, so it doesn't do much other than like turn their power off, but
Yeah.
but it doesn't do anything for. Well, he's confirming that, but it might not do anything for Vortox. But
Okay,
it also like, screw us because we could still execute somebody.
Okay, a quick way we can figure this out. If I saw correctly, 5 is to put on the chopping block and 6 is a majority. If 5 of us vote, and one of those 5 is Victory Bell, if he is on, that just tells us that one of the 5 of us that whether or not it's
power on them.
Yes.
But it's an each night hour, so like they could change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
here's the rules real fast. Anytime during the day, you can call for an exile of a traveler, forcing them to die in the wastelands beyond. Any player, even dead ones, may call for an exile. They may do so before the storytellers ask for nominations or afterward when nominations normally occur. Calling for an exile is not a nomination, so a player who calls for an exile may also nominate someone during the day. When a player calls for an exile, all players decide whether they support or oppose the exile. And it's just like a vote, but everybody can vote, even dead players. The process to exile is not affected by other abilities. It's purely a group decision. So anybody who modifies votes, like a thief, wouldn't modify one for an exile. If at least half the players, blah, 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 then they are exiled. Let's see. Any number of travelers may be exiled in a day. Exiles are not executions, so an execution may still occur.
Okay, so that makes
you wouldn't want to, but then that's wasting.
In that case, tell you what, I nominate Catboy.
I got it. Wait. No.
Okay, Brian nominates Catboy. Tell us why.
We don't have a lot to go on. This isn't anything in the meta or anything. I would just do. Ultimately, he was not super like gung ho that his power was beneficial to the team. He said it was sort of kind of. Ultimately, we need to kill someone, so I'm just putting the nomination up. But I do think that there's a good chance that Catboy. Like, also, it's worth noting as well. This is a leech game, so powerful roles you may want to kill anyway, because that might be who the leech is on, and that might be the way that we win. So. It's always a good idea to kill every turn anyway, because that's how you get a leech as well. Assuming
because they're poisoned, but yeah.
So they'd be getting bad info.
Oh, let me read below. I'm losing. Let's see. I'll reset this a little bit. So I hope everybody didn't get booted. Oh no! Well, we're having some technical snafus. Okay, sorry, I got booted. I don't know if everybody else did.
I think I'm back.
I'm also back.
Yeah, I
Did
see.
we all get kicked?
I think we all got kicked.
Did we all drop out?
Yeah, but we're okay now.
No, was it
I
just me?
assumed it was just me.
I thought it was just me and my usual.
I got kicked.
Yeah, everybody got kicked.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Okay, sorry about that.
Look, I was going to nominate Ryan.
I thought it was gonna be, like,
my
murder.
nomination didn't go up.
Well, let's.
Because
we gotta
decided when I rolled a d10.
Okay, so let me get this back on track. Also got a message from Larry.
Is everybody back?
Hello.
Except for
Grady's not back.
Grady's not back.
Oh,
It's not my video.
Oh, so did that happen to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody got hit.
Can you hear me
There's
okay?
an instability. Anyway, point that I'm getting at, good to kill people in general because of Leech. We got to kill somebody because of Vortox. There's a lot of good reasons to kill, even if you're not
I don't
sure.
get the leech. What do you mean the leech?
The leech is one of the demons. So the leech chooses a player. They're not going to probably choose their minion, and that player becomes poisoned. And basically, the leech's life is tied to the leech player's life. So you have to kill the leech. You have to kill the leech host in order to actually win the game. Which means that there's a good player you have to kill in order to win the game, not the leech. It can't be killed by execution. So, anyway, ultimately, I think it's a good kill.
Wait, so hey, but in a leech game, how?
Okay. By the way, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Since the nomination is effective, I should need to plead my case.
Am I going through?
Also, Theo, are you back?
I don't think y'all can hear me.
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't want to proceed if Theo's not.
That's important.
Here,
Theo is back.
Okay, hold on.
Some text. He says yes. My mic.
Yes. If you hear us,
we're not coming through to the game.
All right, we're having some technical issues. Let's see. I can go back to my mic. And there we go.
Oh,
all right.
Uh-huh.
I reset my mic settings. I was wondering why nobody was paying attention to my orders. All right. So thank you, Ryan Terry. We got your nomination. Let's go to Catboy for defense.
So the defense wants to say that, I haven't figured out how to be coy. I'm just oh my god, I have a power, but it's not game breaking. So demon, you don't have to kill me. But I do think that I am helpful, and just because I'm on the chopping block, I find it funny that Ryan Terry is nominating me because I got I got information that Ryan Terry might be sus as well. I told 2 people that, so just want to put that out there. That
listen.
Yeah.
If you're suggesting that we nominate Ryan Terry instead, I'm on board.
Well, you got to go through this one first.
Well, that's not the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nomination is there.
Oh, nomination is done already. Okay.
Let's go ahead and run this vote first. So the first one is on Catboy. It takes 5 votes to be put on the block. Make sure that your hand is raised when the clock hand goes by you if you want your vote to count. And if you've been targeted by the thief, you might find out now. Let's go through it.
I think we should try and make this beat.
We need an extra vote just in case.
Yeah, put up 6 just in case.
This is for Catboy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more, please. Yeah, because otherwise it might not anyway. Because
4 is not enough.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
6.
There's 6.
Nope, 4 is not enough.
Oh.
What? So there were 2 3s and 2 4s.
Yes, because
Ryan, I chose you. I'm sorry.
No,
but
it was
still.
it needed to be 7 because my vote didn't not count.
I'll be honest. I chose you because I just know that you're a powerful voter, and I just wanted to get rid of your vote. It's not because I thought you were good or bad. I don't know my strategy.
Yeah, no. So Alex was a 4, and then it went down 1,
down to 3, and then back up
3,
to 4.
and then back. So
yes.
Okay.
All right.
I am being honest because I'm a good person.
And so
You a good player?
It'd been more good if you'd said that before we ran the nom.
Second call for nominations.
I realized it.
nominate Ryan Terry.
And
Okay.
Catboy was
Hey,
not
Ryan,
going to vote for himself.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, hold on,
I got
everybody.
it.
Who nominated Ryan Terry?
Yeah, I did
wait,
Ryan
Okay,
Terry.
Catboy. All right, let's.
Hold on. Hey,
let's-
can Ryan?
We gotta give Catboy first, and then we'll go to Ryan. Then we'll go to Glenn.
Wait, Glenn, you had a question?
Well, yeah. Okay. So if you're protected, like you can't die, and so you get nominated and executed, but you don't die, does that still count as an execution as far as the?
It does.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I would say vote for me because I'm the sailor and I can't die.
Well, that's a reasonable shout.
But like he could be.
Okay, well, let's go to Catboy first.
Yeah, we gotta do this nom first, though.
Yeah.
Well,
let's get through Ryan's, and then we'll nominate Glenn. Will nominate you,
Crazy
so
game.
we can appease
All
the
right,
vortex.
Ryan's gonna say,
So-
well, let's go for Glenn next.
So
Catboy.
in my defense, I mentioned my offense reason. I wanted to be tight-lipped about some stuff, but getting nominated forced my hand. I got first night information that I was trying to keep under wraps, but I gotta
are
read that.
you the chef?
I am close. I'm the bounty hunter. So like, here's the thing. I've like resolved to like, okay, so like my I'm not gonna get my new power because the demon knows to kill me. But yeah, I'm the bounty hunter, and I got that Ryan Terry is evil. So,
Well, there's also, it's worth noting, about 1 million ways to get misinformation on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
Like,
let's just skip through this, and then we can just vote for me, and just so we can get past this execution.
Well, Ryan
All
Terry,
right.
put a defense on you real fast.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like a bounty hunter ping to me, that sounds very much like a very good thing that Theo would do for putting it in as a drunk. I'm gonna put my hand up because I'm voting against myself. Haha, using the power. But but also yeah.
oh my god!
My power is
Damn
magic.
you! Wait, does the
Clever.
power only work? Does the power only work once, or is it all his nomination, all his votes?
So we'll take a look at the thief here.
Oh.
Each night, choose a player. Their vote counts negatively tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So just the
Tomorrow.
swap.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
But, yeah,
Anything else you want to say?
I think this is a bad kill because my role is very good. There's a lot of reasons to that you could get bad bounty hunter information.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and run this vote. It's gonna be 5 votes to be put on the block.
Let's be clear. Theo absolutely would make me the drunk bounty hunter.
What kind of survivor shit is this? Like, so my vote, your vote, vote for Ryan Terry. It does not count.
All right, 4's not enough.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't even enough if I
I
had.
wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I can't nominate anymore, and Ryan Terry can nominate anymore. Someone nominate
somebody
Glenn.
nominate Glenn and we can put it through and
So
test.
Glenn
Forrest
can,
I'll nominate Glenn.
Okay,
Yeah.
Morgan.
Okay, I'll
nominates
nominate Glenn. Who nominated Glenn first?
I did.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
Morgan.
nominating Glenn because Glenn said we should nominate him.
Well, I can't. It says I can't die. So
Yeah.
Well,
So-
unless
you're drunk.
partner is drunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we did
well.
find
Find
out
out.
that we can still execute you even if you can't die, so it appeases the
let's-
Vortox.
I'm gonna assume I'm not drunk, but you're right. I mean.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
Glenn,
we really
anything
need
you wanna
make this
say?
go through. But let's make this.
No. Nope.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
I can't die apparently, so I'm good.
and if you die, that will help us
Less than
realize
drunk.
that maybe it is
Yeah.
Vortox
So yeah,
Yeah.
I
What
think.
that would mean.
or a drunk game. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
We'll run the vote. 5 to put on the block.
Power for evil. Hopefully it's good.
Whoop, that vote counted before Marissa clocked off there. All right, 7 is enough. I don't know if you are going to beat this today, Victory, but we're getting some background noise on your end.
All right. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. All right, so I will call it here in... Whoops, let me mark this, close it out. All right, last call for nominations. I don't think you're going to beat that, so I'll call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Glenn is executed and does not die. Good
Okay.
night, everybody. Oh boy, okay, it's been quite a stream. Let's chat for a second. First, thanks Larry. Larry is saying that we were having some audio issues. I don't know what it was. Larry, if you're still listening, I loaded it up the stream on my phone and it was coming through on my end. Hey sweetie Bambi, nice to see you there as well. And thanks for the follow wherever that came from. I couldn't see it at the time. But yeah, Ryan pulled it out there at the last second. Ryan is our drunken, leech-hosted, Harpy mad evil hatter. So this has already become a very interesting game. So let's go around our table and see what happened. Glenn did not die because Glenn is the leech, and the leech can only die if his host Ryan Terry dies, but successfully convinced most folks that he's a sailor, I think. So I don't think they quite know it's a leech game. Yeah, you would think as an evil hatter, he might want to die, but he might want to give his evil team that he doesn't know the power to use their abilities before they change. So we'll see what he decides to do. Of course, they never will change if he dies, because that will be the end of the game, because he is the leech host. All right, let's go through and see what's going on. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Who are you thieving from today?
I'm gonna thieve from Glenn.
Okay, I'll make a note of it. Good luck. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Who are you preaching at today?
I'm gonna do Ryan Terry.
All right. Usually a good choice in this game. Do you have sus on Ryan, or?
Well, just because that Catboy said that he might be sus, and that's the only claim we've gotten of anyone being sus. So
fair enough. Seems like a good
I just will go with it.
All right. I wish you luck.
What's up before?
Hello.
Hello.
Have you decided who you want to go out drinking with yet?
No.
I will make sure that you realize that you're choosing a character, not a player.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's a little tough. Do you have any suspicion? Are you trying to figure out which demon it is?
Yep. And I have no idea.
All right. As long as you stay alive long enough to go drinking, you're in good shape.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Good luck. Hey.
Hello.
Who are you gonna go invite into your inn tonight?
I think I'm gonna go with the two newbies.
Oh, that's very good of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I will go ahead and take care of that.
All right.
Good luck. Hello.
Hi.
How do you want to handle your Harpy power today?
Ooh, I want...
So let me just make sure I tell you one thing. If you take it off of Ryan Terry tomorrow can say, the Harpy chose me yesterday. I'm not chosen today. So I was mad yesterday about me. So just let you know that. If you take it off of Ryan, then he can say that.
Being mad means they cannot talk about who they are.
No. So in this case, you're choosing... So yesterday, Ryan Terry was going after Catboy. Because, what you do is tomorrow, yesterday, Ryan had to be mad, and whenever you see mad, it just means they have to genuinely try to convince somebody of something. So he had to be going after Catboy as being evil. So that's why he was nominating Catboy, saying he was getting sus vibes off Catboy. So you're trying to, you can set somebody up to go after somebody else. And if he didn't do that, both of them would die.
Ooh, so okay. No, this is hard though, because we need to keep Ryan alive. I feel like I want to. I'm going to set up. I'm gonna keep Ryan mad then, but I'm gonna have him go after Morgan.
So do be aware that if he doesn't do it, then he dies and you lose the game.
Okay,
that's a risk you run.
That is the risk I run. So.
You can do that. I just want to make sure you know that that's the case. If he decides to break madness, he can die.
Okay, then I want Grady to be mad and Morgan to be evil.
Okay, so you want Grady to be mad that Morgan is evil?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Good luck. Hello.
Uh-oh.
The Harpy has decided that you must be mad that Morgan is evil.
Oh, wow. I mean, she usually is, right?
So, yeah, and if you don't do that tomorrow, then you both might die.
Oh. It's like a suicide pact.
Basically. Murder-suicide.
Involuntary.
So, yep. Any questions about that?
Is it too late to activate my ability?
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine.
All right. Good luck.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, you get your first kill. You had a pretty good, convincing speech.
Wasn't that
yesterday.
good?
Good
I thought
play.
that really worked out well.
I think you are set up for a while here.
I mean, I just can keep playing that one.
Well, the problem here is you don't have to keep yourself alive. You have to keep Ryan Terry alive.
I know. When they nominated him, it was like, what? No. So, on that basis, since, Catboy seems to be in a revenge mode on Ryan Terry, let's kill off Catboy tonight.
All right, I'll take care of it. Good luck.
Okay. Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Just here to tell you, you're still getting good vibes from your neighbors. You have a 0. 0 of your neighbors are evil.
0. Wow. Good thing I didn't exile Victory Bell.
I know, right? Just got to make sure that they use their power to help your team.
Yeah. Well, I'll convince them otherwise. Thanks, Theo.
All right,
for
good luck.
the 0, 0, 0s.
Keep it that way. But remember, if you do kill them off or exile Victory Bell, your reach goes further. So that is another thing to keep in
So
mind.
if I exile Victory Bell, then that would count as like my reaching past Victory Bell?
Yes, because Victory Bell would be effectively out of the game.
Oh, Victory Bell is going to die on second night.
All
they
right.
know that's gonna.
Good luck.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. How are you?
I am doing all right. I was actually just about to get up and start looking for a Christmas tree while on the chat because I'm good at focusing on things.
I'm right there with you. Oh my gosh, this game has already been crazy. You have no idea. You have to go back and watch it later. And plus, there's been people tell me oh, the stream is muted. It's I don't think the stream is muted, but I think we're fine and good, and we're all connected. And you get a chance to look into your crystal ball again and decide who you want to peer at.
Okay, I do want to do that. First, I just need to know if somebody got killed while I had stepped away for a sec. Did Ryan die?
So, at the end of the day yesterday, the person who got the most votes was Glenn. Glenn was claiming to be the sailor, and Glenn did not die when he was executed.
Okay, all right. I have reason to believe Glenn is maybe the sailor.
Yeah, so now you can choose who you want to peer at.
Okay, I am going to peer at Grady and Morgan. No. Grady and Jesse.
Okay, you take a look at Grady and Jesse, and you learn that no, neither one is the demon.
Okay, all right.
Did you get the cats taken care of?
Yeah, cats are taken care of.
Okay, I feel better about that at least. That was hanging over my head a little bit too. All right, I will let you.
Worries.
You do come pretty late in the night order, so there's not much else to do. We'll be waking up shortly.
Well, sounds good.
All right, good luck. I'm just here to tell you that the reason you can't see Catboy is because Catboy has been disconnected and is dead.
Oh! Was that
Catboy's coming back to a surprise.
Yeah.
I think you'll expect it.
He's been disconnected from life.
He said he was expecting it because he's the bounty hunter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Catboy, I'm
Yeah.
afraid to tell you, you have been killed in the night. And you look very creepy there in black and white with just the ears showing.
Yeah, that's actually really great.
Your cat ears look a little bit like demon ears.
Oh my gosh.
Demon horn.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, real quick, so does that mean that this isn't a Vortox game?
I
But
mean,
why would you? What? Wait. Wait, what? No. Why would you leave information like that?
Well, okay. I'm like storyteller.
Yes.
Very good.
If the Vortox game is effective, does that affect travelers' powers?
They didn't learn anything.
Yeah, the Vortex only affects
Only for
people who
info.
gain information.
Oh, so you can do your thing.
Yeah, if you're an ability that does something, it still works. It's just if you gain information, it's going to have to be wrong. And to answer Victory Bell's question, yeah, an execution, as long as an execution goes through, the person does not have to die. It still counts as an execution for the Vortex. So the execution yesterday still counts.
So we could all be getting wrong info, but it could be correct.
Yes, I'm not sure how to answer that question.
As in, it still could possibly be the Vortex.
Yes.
Vortox.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's no way for us to know unless we.
I don't know. Go have your chats. Grab whoever's here and go have a chat with them.
Okay. I'm actually having chats with people.
I'm gonna shoot this shot because Theo's on here, and I'm gonna make this play.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Glenn, are you the leech?
I'm the sailor. We already established this.
You jumped in front of that like the moment I got nominated.
Well, I was trying to do. Some people
like the
interrupted me when
nominated.
when Catboy was nominated. I tried to say something, but then it was like, oh no, we're going. And then I tried. That's why the next chance I had was after too many people talking and say, hey, because I had it as a rules question. I wasn't sure if I can't die.
I need you to be honest with me. Are you the leech? Okay, here's the thing. I'll go first. I'm evil.
Wait, what? Oh,
Catboy was not wrong. He's the bounty hunter, and I'm evil. Are you the leech? It doesn't matter because here's the thing. I'm also, and it doesn't matter.
You're on the evil team, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if I'm telling this to the sailor, I'm also the Hatter. So kill me, and they will, and you'll give the demon and minions new powers of their choice, which is probably not something that you're gonna want to do. So I'm gonna shoot this shot. If you're evil, I want to find my evil team.
Wait, all right. But how do I verify what you're saying is true and you're not trying to get something out of me?
You can't, I guess. You are going to, at least to a certain extent, need to trust that I'm telling you the truth. But I am evil. I was made evil, I guess, by Catboy's ability because he is the bounty hunter, and he made me an evil hatter. That is how that works. He makes me evil.
I'm not familiar with that. So, okay. Because he makes, that's right, he makes.
But I don't know who the evil team is. You seemed like you jumped in front of this. My guess, because everyone chooses me for everything. And so when you tried to jump in front of that, I think I might be the leech host too. And now I'm like, I need to be careful and not die and lose. Because if I'm not the leech host and you're evil, I'd like to give the evil team new powers. But if I'm the leech host, I can't die or my team loses.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I will trust you that this is all correct. We don't have an early game, but yes, then I'm the leech and you were nominated.
Everyone
figured it out.
For everything.
Well, think about it. I mean, who's the logical choice? Not a random person. It's you.
You don't understand. I was chosen for like 5 powers on night 1. I was woken up like 4 times.
I know. I heard about. Yeah.
I was chosen by your minion. I was chosen by Theo to be Catboy's changed evil. I was also chosen, I think, to be the one that he was told was evil.
See,
and Victory Bell chose me.
Most people like to be popular. See, and you're
the leech host, and now I can't die. That's kind of why I wasn't just throwing myself into the death, because I figured it was possible if there was.
It's like sometimes I don't get to talk to Morgan, so it's just like I don't know how she plays. I don't know how some of these people play because I don't talk to everybody.
Oh, yeah, I don't get to talk to her that much either. But she hasn't said much this game either. So that makes me more inclined to think that she's evil. But
okay,
I guess I don't know.
I'll let you maybe get some time in
the sailor. I can test him against the sailor.
Okay, that's a smart choice. Okay, Marissa, I'm gonna avoid and throwing any sus on you just so that we can have that, because we can confirm that Glenn's the sailor. Yeah. Okay, that's a good plan.
Okay.
Catboy are both on the good side. So I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm curious to see. I'm curious what read people have on me because I have no idea.
I currently
I don't know
have
what
a
I'm
read on
exuding
you
out
because
into
I
the world.
haven't spoken to you yet until now. So yeah. Currently I'm assuming you're good, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm just gonna.
One townsfolk could be. Oh no, yeah, because you're the bounty hunter. So if you're the bounty hunter,
One townsfolk is evil,
and doesn't know it, right?
Yeah, and I've been getting floated that Victor's alignment might be good, so that might be why, like, because.
I'm going to jump in real quick just for a rules clarification for Jesse.
Yep.
The bounty hunter ability, if it does turn one townsfolk evil, and they would be informed that they had been made evil.
They would know.
Yes. Sorry, just wanted to clarify.
They'd have to know which team they are on to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Generally in this game, one of the hard-coded rules, except for maybe one instance, is that if you always know which team you're on.
Which team you're on.
Yeah. There's only one rule in the game that doesn't, and that's called the marionette. But the marionette is not in the script.
Well, and the drunk will always be like, it has to be someone good, right?
Yeah, the drunk is a townsfolk.
Okay. Okay. But thank you, Thea.
Good luck.
Check me. If the Ravenskeeper dies, I could be sitting next to the empath. That could prove.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna do. Okay. So my strategy as a good thief is you're supposed to tell the good player. You pick up someone you believe is a good player. You tell them that you took their vote, and they're gonna push for a nomination, hopefully to coax out evil aligned characters.
Okay.
Okay, but that's assuming he is good. If he is bad,
Brady, why do you say that Morgan might be evil?
I got information overnight.
You got information?
Good.
Who dare summon the ghost?
Well, welcome back to our haunted town square. It is day number 2. Have at it. Nominations are open.
It was you.
Who are you pointing at?
So
What did that ghost just say?
That was bad.
Does anyone have any new info from last night?
Yeah.
Anything that helps?
anybody get some reads?
Really?
I don't know how.
I do, but I'm not that cunning. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm sharing.
Okay.
Trying to weigh the pros and cons of sharing information.
Alright,
Don't worry, mistakes will be made.
Yeah.
It's all fun.
Yeah.
All right. So
Usually, there's characters that learn stuff in the night, so...
Well, here's the thing. Has everyone's powers, like, proven true that get information? Because if we can eliminate the possibility of a Vortox, that'd be great. Anything, like, sussy, like, you know, I got information that makes sense night one, but this one, like, so, because we can tell if, like, someone was poisoned, like...
Idea is that if we believe Glenn is a sailor, then that means that there is no Vortox game, because...
I was going to say, yeah.
No,
Power
that
doesn't
counted
work.
as an
But
explanation.
we have to assume that...
No, the
we-
Vortex works on information rolls, and the sailor's not an information roll.
Oh.
No, that's the
Oh,
OHO. The
okay.
OHO works on information rolls.
no, the Vortox
No,
works in information.
Vortox works.
No, Theo came into a chat that I was in and just said, only information rolls will be told wrong information. Everybody else, like, powers
Powers are still
that you
a power.
perform.
Okay.
will-
Oh.
Okay.
So powers you
doesn't-
perform?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so,
just to
like,
clarify-
we tried to execute the sailor,
Oh.
and the sailor didn't die.
Wait,
but
can we
that
have
doesn't-
clarification on that? What does that mean?
Yeah, just to clarify, for the Vortox, we can go and read the character on the character sheet if you like, and it says, each night each player they die, townsfolk abilities yield false information. So the only thing that's affected by the Vortox in that sense is information gathering rolls. So things like, let's go look, like the chef, for example, would have to be told a lie. The bounty hunter would be told the wrong person. The empath would be told the wrong number. The fortune teller would be told the opposite of whatever was true. The savant would be given 2 pieces of bad information. But roles like the sailor, the innkeeper, things like that would have no effect. It would have no effect on them.
So I think that would actually mean that there is no Vortox, because Catboy was told that Ryan Terry is evil, but our seamstress was told that Catboy and Ryan Terry are on the same team.
Are on the same team?
Yes.
The same team?
So that...
There's...
Well, unless there's drunk or poison involved with that. See, that's
yeah, there's a lot
Unless there's the poison.
information, and also
Yeah.
like
Right.
one or the other of them. Maybe there's a Vortox, maybe there isn't. One or the other of them sounds like they're drunk.
Right, but one of them has to have received correct information, right?
No, well, we
Right.
got a drunk
Not
and a
necessarily.
poisoner here.
Well, right, but like, if,
Oh, because that's conflicting.
Hold on, that might actually be reasonable, Grady. So you're saying, so yes, those are mutually exclusive pieces of information,
Right.
provided that Catboy.
I don't want logic that.
Provided, I guess that I guess if we're both. It would
No,
be
but-
a weird play. I was trying to think of like if Catboy was evil and then was going.
Second call for nominations.
Well, no, but I say only one of
I
those has to
nominate
be
Ryan
wrong.
Terry.
Okay.
They would both have to be, Glenn. They would both have to be.
All right, Alex.
Why? If we're nominating,
yeah.
well, wait, what's going on? I thought
So-
we're
Why,
all right.
why
Hold on
are we
a second.
nominating Ryan?
So let's go.
Okay,
Alex.
what's going on?
Let's give Alex the floor first.
She's giving us a countdown.
Social read from me. So purely a social read from me. Ryan Terry is not being as helpful as like I would expect Ryan Terry to be, pushing out like executions, being a townfolk, and so I have to trust someone's information, either Catboy's information as bounty hunter or Marissa's information as a seamstress, and I'm choosing to believe his information right now.
I just don't have a lot of information at the moment, Alex.
Okay.
It's the actual reason for that. So I ultimately, my next step was going to be to either was basically to be to nominate somebody, but
No. What did I miss?
So Alex has nominated Ryan Terry.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Ryan,
I'll-
so you were doing your defense.
so the reason I haven't been pushing this hard is I don't have much information. I've been going around trying to get some. At the moment, this is a really weird script, so also I don't have a lot to go by. This isn't one that I've ever seen any games on. So what you're seeing, Alex, is Ryan when he doesn't have a lot of data and hasn't seen the script even played before. This is a lot of roles I don't know. So how they interact is a little bit new to me. But yeah, I'm trying to figure things out.
Okay.
You're evil, Ryan, because you sneezed.
5 votes to be put on the
It's the
block.
meta.
5 votes. I'm gonna try to wait till Marissa
This
gets
isn't a
back.
good kill. I've got a good power. I just haven't had a chance to use it yet.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get Marissa back. All right, we're gonna run this while Marissa's back. 5 votes to get put on the block. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not seeing the hand go around at all, so.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
3 is not
Let's
enough.
vote didn't count, and Glenn's go down.
Whose votes didn't count? Victory Bell, who did you
Glenn
choose?
got
on
Glenn.
the- Oh.
Glenn got removed.
Yeah. Glenn's did
Well,
this.
I don't understand why it goes to 1.
Does it count
Because
as
it's a track one.
It's a -1.
It counts as
not
-1.
Not a neutral.
Oh, not a neutral.
Yeah, it counts as
Oh,
minus
so it's-
1.
Victory Bell, who did you
nominate
choose
Morgan.
to like elevate their vote?
Well,
Glenn.
Glenn.
yeah.
Glenn. Oh.
I didn't.
Nominate Alex.
We were just starting to talk about things, and suddenly he's nominated. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Victor, you nominated Alex? Victor?
Hey, I nominated. All right.
Somebody nominated
Oh,
me
wait.
before Alex got nominated.
I'm sorry, that's the one I heard.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
but out like travelers can nominate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So Victory Bell, go ahead and state your case.
Okay. So I chose Glenn, assuming he's a good person, in order to coax the votes. And so you were one of the voters. You were the nominator. And to coax, it's essentially to coax some votes out. I will also kind of point out a little bit of a stretch, but because Jesse, they are new, was doing the 3-person game, they also told me other people that are picking the same kind of roles, which usually is kind of shared with Evo aligned characters. So, y'all all got 3 roles, and so y'all are choosing the same roles to tell other people.
Who's choosing the roles?
When you play that little 3 role game, y'all were all giving the same roles.
All right, Alex, your defense.
So I only played 3 for 3 with one person. I didn't go around with everybody. I just did like names for information. So I
Did you play
don't
with?
know what I just played with Leah. That's it. Everyone else can confirm that I haven't done like a 3 for 3 with them at all. It's just a trading of names and information. So I have no idea what other people are claiming for 3 for 3s at all. And so I'm not giving those bluff. But yeah, I'm just saying that I'm a townsfolk that wants to help. I want to stay in the game.
Okay.
All right.
5 votes to be put on the block. Starting it now.
Yeah, I don't have enough on Alex here.
Okay. I will make mention that Alex only said Liet, but I mentioned that Jesse told me that Alex gave them a 3 for 3. So that was a blatant lie.
So
Which means they knew the roles.
who was it who nominated Morgan?
I nominated Morgan.
Okay. Grady, go ahead.
So I'm actually the fortune teller, and so I checked Morgan last night and got an evil read, and that's all really, but that's as good as I can.
I mean, that's better than what we have on anything else, I guess.
Okay, Morgan.
I think the information you were given was incorrect. I'm a townsperson, and I can keep people from being killed.
All right, 5 votes to be put on the block. This is against Morgan. Okay. 4's not enough.
All right, are we wanting to hard Vortox this, or are we going to put Catboy up and
Yeah, like, are we? What's happening? Oh no.
Tell you what, listen, we need to not hard Vortox check this.
So Victory. Who? Okay, so Jesse, you straight up lied.
I was confused by my notes. I didn't do a 3 for 3 with you. Someone else, Liet, told me your 3 for 3 because I did 3 for 3 with Liet, and I didn't write down. I forgot that that's where I got the information because all I wrote down was the 3 for 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Sympathize, Jesse.
There,
you
done that.
Confirm that you told me theirs, right?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to nominate Jesse just on this. Because that is a little bit of that has scramble vibes, but also it's their first time on it, at least on the digital. I know they played at the game, so not technically.
They played once in person that I witnessed.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse.
Oh, your notes are not very good, and I read them wrong.
Well, Jesse, it's your first time on the block. Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower, played by the Gallant Goblin. Speak for your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember specifically what I said to Victory Bell. If I said that I got the 3 for 3 from Alex, I either forgot that I didn't get it specifically from you or misspoke because I did get it from. I did 3 for 3 with Liet, and then I gave Liet my 3 for 3 from Morgan, and Liet gave me their 3 for 3 from Alex. We traded other people's 3 for 3.
Who else
I could have the information.
All right.
Also, it's worth noting it's a good idea for us to kill people like this just because there might be a leech.
I will also say I do have a good power. I know that also sounds like a scramble, but I can do something that can affect the evil team.
Gotcha.
All right. I'm going to run the vote. 5 votes again. And just to remind everybody, an execution on a dead player also counts for the Vortox.
We should put this through, I think. Well, I guess that's not happening.
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
3's not
Okay,
enough.
somebody please nominate Catboy's desiccated corpse.
I
just do
have a
that again.
nomination.
Okay, Leah.
Oh,
I'm going to nominate Marissa.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Liette, state
Odd.
your case.
Here's my reasoning.
Okay.
I'm the fortune teller. I have so far checked quite a few people, and I've narrowed it down to Morgan, Ryan, or Marissa. And since y'all didn't vote in Ryan or Morgan, I'm putting up Marissa.
Wait, didn't Grady just claim to be the fortune teller?
So one of these lying.
That's pretty sus.
All right,
You are lying.
let's give this to Marissa. Marissa?
Okay, so I'm the seamstress. And I got information when I asked because at the very, very first night it's Ryan or Catboy, so I'm just like, let me just ask about them both. And I got information that they're of the same alignment. Which is if Catboy is the bounty hunter, that means that they're both good. So I'm the seamstress. So I mean, I don't really have any other information other than that's what I am. And if I'm still alive, I can keep checking to see if people are of the same alignment. And we can see if we can find the evil people that way.
It's only once per game.
Is it once per game?
I'm sure it's just once per game. You won't.
Did I waste it?
You used it.
No!
All right.
I mean, you got a check out of it. That's good
I
info.
didn't get a check out of it.
You did get a check out of it.
All right, it's 5 votes to be put on the block. This is against Marissa.
I mean, I guess this is the best kill then, because you used your power.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it would just make sense for me to.
I'll make this beatable, but I won't.
I mean, if it's the Vortox, then we might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 is enough. Marissa's on the block.
I mean, is it still? Hey, wait, was this the second night?
Yeah.
We're
I
just
can't
keeping the
nominate
tradition.
again, but I'm very sus on Leah.
oh my gosh, Marissa!
It's just keeping tradition.
Yeah, that's
Why are
true.
you
Yeah.
Is it going to be you or Victory Bell?
I don't think they're. I don't know if they're sus. I mean, I ran to Leah as the very first person I talked to, and they gave me the 3 for 3s. I don't think they had enough time to like bluff with a demon.
I'm going to say, I
But
don't think Grady's the fortune
And
teller.
Grady have now
Both Grady and Leah have claimed the same role, so something's up.
and made nominations based off it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last call for nominations for today.
I'll nominate Grady.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Didn't
counter
you already
nominate?
nominate?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's
Oh,
covered.
right.
Marissa
Okay.
nominates
My hand's
Grady.
going up. Yeah.
No, I nominated
Morgan
Grady.
nominated
Oh, I'm sorry.
Grady.
Morgan did.
I'm
Y'all-
dead.
Your
You
voices
nominate
sound
twice, or
similar.
do you only
Oh, you're on the
nominate
block. You're not
Okay,
dead
I'm on the
yet.
block.
Morgan,
Okay.
you haven't nominated today, right? No.
Actually,
Have I?
guys, we can't put this through.
Can we not?
Why?
Because if we do, then okay. Because of the way the how many people do we have alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, the problem is that because of the way Glenn's vote works right now, 7 we need 7 to execute, and we physically can't get 7 votes because Glenn's counts negatively.
Well, Glenn could just not vote, and then Glenn.
We won't have enough without Catboy using his dead vote.
I think you do, actually, if Grady votes for himself.
Or
Yeah, but Grady would have to literally vote for
no,
himself.
Marissa can still vote.
That isn't gonna
Marissa
happen.
still gets a vote, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Marissa still gets.
Not enough. Like without Catboy using a dead vote,
You need 7.
No, you do. So, yeah, it
No,
would
you
still
need
work.
6 to tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we just need to make sure we don't tie it because we don't want it to have no execution data board time.
Let's give it to Morgan real fast for the prosecution.
I mean, both Liette and Grady are claiming the same roles, so I figured I would just pick one of them. And since Grady nominated me first, I'm gonna get him back.
Karma roll.
But like, really, the fact that both of them are claiming the exact same role is suspicious.
Yeah.
So I think both of them are suspicious.
Grady.
I mean, that's fair. But it's also equally possible that we've got like a minion or a demon like trying to revenge, nominate, and use that as a cover. And it's also a little bit dangerous to nominate now again because you're looking at the possibility of a tie on when we already have someone going through. And I think Marissa's a fairly safe kill because she's already used her ability. So I would just think that doesn't necessarily make sense this round.
That is fair. If Marissa's
That's
used her
valid.
ability, she's a fair kill.
Yeah.
I'm still putting my hand up just because it'd be nice to get past round 2.
Yeah, it's just to let you know.
All right.
I don't trust you.
It's not
I'm
personal.
gonna put my hand up on this.
Hey, almost there.
6 to tie,
It is personal.
7 to execute.
Jesse, if you put it up, we can do this.
Come on,
Can't
Jesse.
click on it.
We need you, Jesse.
All right.
Jesse.
Be bold. Be
I've got
brave.
my hand up because I know which one of us is the fortune teller.
I mean,
Seven
when
to
in
nine.
doubt, we just find out who the Vortox is.
Okay, now that isn't beatable.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
gonna
we're
call
done.
it then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Grady is executed and dies. And congratulations go to everybody because you get to go to bed.
Oh, you.
Oh no, that was. Oh.
We've gotten a leech. Though.
This week, class.
Hello.
Hello.
Who you stealing from?
Alright, well, I keep doing that. I don't know if that keeps working. So let's do double and triple bluff who you picked publicly. Oh. Okay. Alright.
Somebody's reading the wiki.
Uh-huh. I'll do... I still don't trust Alex. So let's do Alex.
Okay, I'll take care of Alex for you. Good luck.
And
Hello.
Hello.
Still alive? Who you preaching at?
I would have done Grady if he hadn't died. Because in case we were wrong with Grady, I'll do Liette in case they were the one lying.
Makes sense. I'll take care of it. Good luck.
hello. I think tonight I am going to. Can I protect Victory Bell?
I think you.
No, because I stop people from getting killed, don't I? And we don't kill Victory Bell.
I think that the demon can. Yeah, they can be killed by the demon. So it's whoever you want to protect from the
Okay.
demon.
All
Yeah,
right.
You only protect them from the demon. You don't protect them from execution.
Right. Okay. I assume I cannot protect myself.
Choose 2 players. No, you can choose yourself, but you might be drunk. In which case, you'd be doing nothing.
That's true. Yeah. Ooh, good point. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with I'll do Jesse and trying to think, cause you know what? I'll waste it and do Glenn.
Jesse and Glenn. All right, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hi. Who? You made it through that day. It's the longest you've ever lasted in one of these games, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Who you choosing?
I want Morgan to go after Liette now.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello,
Hi,
what's
I'm
up?
Back. I'm just here to tell you that the Harpy has decided that you need to be mad that Liette is evil.
Okay.
Do you understand
That's-
how the Harpy works?
Yeah, I just need to accuse Liette of being suspicious, which, frankly, I was gonna do anyway, so
Okay.
sounds good.
And just be aware if you don't do it, then I can execute or kill both of you.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, good luck. Hello.
So, interesting game, isn't it?
It is an interesting game. How's it going so far?
It's been kind of close, but I'm glad it's so far going our way.
All right, who are you choosing tonight?
Alex. He's getting a little too suspicious, so
Okay.
time to get rid of a nominator.
All right, I'll take care of it. Good luck. Hello.
Sorry, had camera and microphone off because I'm eating croutons, the least mic-friendly food.
Oh, no, it's okay. Grady's down there eating popcorn on camera, so you're fine.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Who would you like to choose tonight?
So I'm conflicted. I am. Oh, I guess Marissa's still alive.
Marissa is still alive.
Ooh.
Do be aware you can also choose yourself.
Would I? But I would know if I was the demon.
You would know if you were the demon, but sometimes people will choose themselves as a control. So that's one to make sure you're aware that you can do that.
Good to know.
And you can also choose dead players, I believe. Yeah, you can choose dead players.
I'm going to choose Morgan and Ryan. And just so I understand... wait, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I might have been doing this very wrong. So as the fortune teller, if I find one person is a demon, then whoever else I pick, it also shows them as the demon as well. But if neither of them are a demon, it shows neither?
Well, there's only one demon on the board, at least in this game.
Yeah.
So if the demon is one of your two picks, I will say yes, one of them is the demon.
Okay.
Or remember, you also have a red herring out there. And so if you pick the red herring, I would also tell you a yes.
Oh.
Remember, there's one good player that registers as the demon for you. So you're going to get yeses on two of the players on this board. One is the demon, and the other one is the false positive. So do be aware of that possibility. Some scripts have other roles that might show up as a yes for you, but I don't think this one... Let me look at the character sheets. Oh, yeah, beware, the Recluse is another role. Is an outsider. It can also register, if you look at the Recluse, you might register as evil or as a minion or the demon, even if dead. So if somebody is a Recluse, they would also possibly give you a yes.
Okay. I'm going to go, ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who do you want to look at tonight?
I'm going to use myself and Morgan.
You look at yourself and Morgan, and you learn that, yes, one of you is the demon.
Okay. But it could be a false positive with a red herring or a recluse.
Yeah, so either Morgan is the demon, or Morgan is your red herring, or Morgan is the recluse, or you're drunk or poisoned. I think those are the options.
Okay.
So you know something.
I'm just going to pretend that I know that as an absolute fact that it's Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this game,
I'll add that caveat.
In this game, is generally, like, most of the time your information is going to be accurate, right? Like, you know, as far as poisonous and drunkenness anyway, like, not many people are usually poisoned or drunk. Do remember, if there's a Vortox in play, I have to tell you the exact opposite of the truth. So if the demon is a Vortox, you would learn the exact opposite. So it's just one of those 24 options is true.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, no, that's what I like, though. Like, we're getting
good morning.
Playtime out of...
Sorry, Catboy. Good morning, Goblinshire. Unfortunately, after eating a poisoned durian, you find the body of Alex.
That's how you get them.
That's how
real
you
quick. If a durian's been poisoned,
I have info.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, though?
I just wanted to say, everybody who's died has been Asian, and I personally take.
I feel very offended.
Oh no, I did.
So,
Asian.
Well, that won't be true now. Well, maybe. I guess Victory Bell.
So I was an okay kill last night. It would have been better if I'd stayed alive, but I'm okay with it. What happened was I got harpied. And so I was told I had to go for Morgan, which would also suggest that Morgan is most likely on the good team. Alex can back me up because I gave Alex my real role the very first day. I was actually the courtier, and so I was trying to figure out, you know, a demon role to name, but I was gonna just name the Harpy last night otherwise.
Wait, so who did you target as your courtier?
Did you
I
use
didn't
your
get
power
to target
yet?
anyone. It's a once a game ability.
Once a game, yeah.
Oh, so you didn't get to do it.
Again, I was gonna do the Harpy last night if I had survived, but yeah. But we do have a Harpy minion somewhere.
Do you know who the
Presumably
Harpy
someone
is?
else got Harpy tonight.
Well,
today.
no. So the courtier is the one that chooses the role, not the player.
Oh, fair. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, but I don't blame you because early in the game he didn't get a chance to use his ability, right?
Yeah.
So
Sorry for killing you.
No, it's fine. I mean, it made sense. But yeah.
Okay, so let me
Alex?
ask you this, Grady. How many nights were you harpied?
Just last
Just
night,
once.
which confuses me because somebody should have been harpied the first day.
That's what I'm really, and that's kind of what's making me doubt that a little bit.
Was anyone else harpied the first night?
Yeah, because if nobody was harpied the first night, then it doesn't make much sense that you would be coming forward as it just being a one-night thing. And it sounds a little bit like a defense towards a demon, maybe.
Liette, you want to tell us something?
Well, but he can't. Yeah.
Let's give the Liette the stage.
Liette was yeah.
I've
Liette,
got a
you had your
couple
hand
things.
up. Go ahead.
One, Grady's obviously lying about being the fortune teller. Two, I have some exciting news to drop that do with what you will. Last night, I, the fortune teller, tested against myself and against Morgan. One of the two of us is a demon. Or I'm poisoned, or it's a false start.
Well, we'll
or
just
I'm
have to
drunk.
kill them both to be sure. Okay.
I mean, I think it's Liette who's the demon, but obviously I'm gonna say that because I don't want to die, but I do think it's Liette.
It being
Well, Victory Bell, can you tell us why you chose Glenn not to have like their vote count? Because they got confirmed as sailors, so why did you not want Glenn's vote?
So the wiki strategy is that I told Glenn that I chose them. Glenn then will coax votes, and we will see who's voting, and those will probably be the evil characters they want to kill people. And knowing that his vote, he's gonna coax a nomination, he's gonna coax vote, but then we're gonna sabotage the vote. No one's gonna die because it's -2 or -2 in the vote.
Interesting.
That does
Okay.
make sense.
Yeah.
With the information that I have, I was the empath, and so I got 0 as my information. But Theo has made me a drunk empath before, so my information that my neighbors are good could either be true in like the world that like we want to believe I'm the truthful empath, or that I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Ooh, seeing that Morgan was very, very drunk in the last one and basically protected the demon for a long time.
Ooh.
That feels very possible.
That is
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got a few minutes for private chats if you want to have them.
Oh, go ahead. I just wanted to say, it's clear we don't like. Well, okay, assassin only assassinates once. Have we narrowed it down? Other than it's not a war, like, do we not think it's a Vortox game?
I don't. It can't be a Vortox game. We're getting too many instances of people giving, like,
conflicting information.
Again, because
If it's conflicting information, then it might be a Vortox because
But
all of us are being.
I think the demon may be onto me. I'm actually the Raven's keeper, so I've been trying to figure out, like, I've been bluffing as being a powerful role, trying to not die so that they like kill me at night, and it hasn't happened. But
I'm just gonna let you know real quick that I'm just gonna run to the restroom real fast. But I just wanted to let you know that my thing is here, but I am not here, so I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. So there. So hi Twitch chat. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get an idea of who you'd fortune checked total.
Okay. So, so the people I've fortune checked so far. I have fortune checked Alex, Jesse, Catboy, and Grady. And then I did myself and Morgan. And of those, I got a negative reading for Alex, Jesse, Catboy, and Grady. The only positive I've got so far is between Morgan and myself.
How many times have you used yourself?
Just the once in the last one.
Okay, because it's possible you're your own false positive. That can happen. So it could be anyone, including you. It's worth noting. Just be aware.
Okay.
So, because one player who is not the demon will register as the demon, and it can be you. So a common strat will be to like choose yourself and someone else as a way to kind of like get around it. But if you're your own positive, everyone will look like the demon, and you're like, oh no. But yeah. But anyway, okay. So you and Morgan and got a yes.
Morgan and I got a yes. Alex, Jesse, Catboy, and Grady all seem safe.
Yeah.
So hi, Theo. I was just telling Glenn that I am the innkeeper, and I did waste one of my things by nominating, by protecting him, even though he can't die.
Who can't be killed.
Yeah, but I was also saying that like I nominated Grady last night, even though both he and Liette are extremely suspicious to me, because I had protected Liette the night before, so I couldn't kill.
Yeah, you knew not to.
But like, I think that we should probably vote for Liette tonight, honestly, because
I agree with you. She's the most suspicious, at least that I got of who's remaining, right?
Yeah,
so,
I can't get a read on anything, but like I don't know, Liette is just suspicious to me.
Something's up there. Something's
right? Going on over there.
I'll let y'all chat.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right.
And also, I said to save myself that I was the bounty hunter, so they probably chose me if it wasn't Oho.
So we've got. So just as a thought, I was just talking to Liette. I don't think it's a Vortox based off what they told me, and the reason I say that is they checked a lot of people who turned out to not be the demon, and they got no's. And in a Vortox game, I feel like they would have gotten a lot more yeses. And a lot of the people they checked, Alex, Grady, Catboy, is what they told me, and those were all no's on the demon, and that would, at least one of them, I feel like we would have gotten a yes in a Vortox. So I don't feel like it's a Vortox game. Someone could definitely be drunk. We haven't had anyone come forward as an outsider, as a recluse. The other outsiders don't have a really good reason to come forward. You don't want to give Theo a minion power, and you don't want to give demons their choice of
hey, come on.
So so it's very possible there's one of them hiding. It's also so yeah, I'm a little concerned on the Harpy thing because no one else has come forward on the Harpy set on who would have been Harpy the first day, but I honestly don't know.
Nominations are open.
I would like to nominate Liette.
Okay, Morgan.
I knew it was coming.
Nominates Liette.
So, like, I'm just gonna throw it all out on the table. I am the innkeeper, and that's probably gonna get me killed tonight, but I don't really care at this point, because yesterday I was protecting Liette and Jesse, because I was like, oh, I'll just protect the two newbies, and then they can stick around a little longer. But, Liette is now throwing shade at me, and I just feel like that's really suspicious. So between that and
don't have
both
sound,
claiming the fortune teller,
sorry.
so
I mean, it does confirm my worldview.
Okay.
It is also
that Liette is not to be trusted. Alex.
Let me give Liette the stage real fast for the defense.
Okay. Well, between the two people claiming to be fortune tellers, Ryan, I think I've given you good information that suggests that I was telling the truth on that.
Possibly.
Morgan, I called you out because I had, between the people I checked, so I checked Jesse and Grady, Catboy and Alex, and I got negatives for all of those. All four of those weren't listed as demons. So I had it down to Marissa, yourself, and Ryan. And I think you're trying to bump off the fortune teller.
Okay.
It is 4 votes to be put on the block. Here we go.
Okay, well, we gotta execute someone. So,
so it's also theoretically possible that
Jesse, no.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a lot of what was happening.
No, 3 is not enough.
My audio went out.
It's either Liette or Morgan.
Leah and Morgan.
I don't think it's Leah or Morgan. I think it might be like Ryan Terry or Jesse. Because like we haven't heard a lot from Jesse.
Oh, yeah, Jesse has been quiet. It's not me.
Because she's
I'll
new.
know.
They're new.
I can vet for Jesse.
Okay.
Jesse did not come up as a positive when I checked them for demons.
Wait, did Ryan Terry come up as a positive?
I didn't check Ryan Terry. Or
Okay.
Morgan, I checked against myself. And so either there's something going on with me, or Morgan is a red herring.
As a note as well, like if I noted that Leah was a good sign on there not being a Vortox, but that also could be like the literal actual Vortox giving that data. Is also very possible. So that could actually do it. As a note, because I haven't said who I am yet and why I was kind of pushing off. I'm the Ravens keeper. I've been trying to not die for that reason. The reason I'm bringing it up now is it's been long enough in the game that ultimately I think they've either.
If you die as Raven Keeper, that's a good thing because then you learn stuff.
Only if the demon kills me. That's why I bought Hard to Stay Alive. But I can confirm someone if the demon kills me. So it makes me a not great kill for them. I'll probably end up staying alive for that reason. Now, but ultimately, that's why in the previous I hadn't gotten my info yet. I was trying to be like power, but I understand that's something that I'll bring up sus. I'm bringing it up now because I think we're past the point where it would end up mattering.
Second call for nominations.
I'll nominate Morgan.
Okay.
What's up, Glenn?
Brian.
So I was going to say, again, you guys can nominate me. And
well, that'll just. Maybe it'll kill you because maybe someone else is drunk. And
no.
I mean, we could also nominate Marissa as the safe kill too.
Just.
All right. Well,
Ryan, let's go with Morgan first. Ryan, why did you nominate Morgan?
I'm nominating Morgan. It's based off of Liet's information. I feel like if it's not Morgan, Liet's maybe a decent kill tomorrow. In either case, even if we're just shooting shotgun shells at good players, maybe one of them is also like the leech host could matter as well. So I think it's probably a reasonable kill. Worth doing.
All right, Morgan.
I mean, I already said I am the innkeeper. So I can keep people from dying, and that's. But I also have.
The fact that the innkeeper hasn't protected anyone yet and actually successfully resulted in a no kill makes me think you might actually be the leech host for that reason, because that would be a good reason that actually let me ask this: has anyone you've protected died?
Nobody I've protected has been nominated, so.
Okay, that wouldn't necessarily mean it then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, 4 votes to be put on the block. I'm going to try to give Marissa a second to get back on. While we're doing that, Eric is watching, so everybody say hi to Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. I'm here. I voted.
All right, here we go. We're going to run we're waiting for you to come back, Marissa. Here we go.
Okay, my hand is up, so.
4 votes to be put on the block.
I'm not thinking so, but we'll see.
All right. Oops. 4 is enough. Morgan's on the block. One thing I'll draw everybody's attention to, for the victory condition at the end of the game, remember that it has to be 2 players alive, one of which is the demon. And be aware that victory bell does not count for that. Does not count as a player. So for that regard.
So is this not an OHO game? Are we sure?
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're sure that anything in this game.
We don't know about anything really.
It seems like this game is not very informative.
Sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry. I mean, not the OHO. I meant Vortex. Are we sure this is not a Vortex?
We are not positive of it. I think if there is a Vortox, the Vortox is Liet.
Final call for nominations. Not hearing any more. I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Morgan is executed and dies. And everybody goes to sleep.
The demon was probably going to kill me overnight anyway, so.
Hello. You get to be a traveler. You get to stay alive, apparently.
Which makes me think this is a leech game I should be. Real quick, game question.
Yeah.
Do they pick it when I came in? That was the night that they picked the host?
Oh, the leech host? So, yeah, you would not be the leech host. Like that, the traveler wouldn't be a leech host.
Oh, I can't be?
No, I don't
Why
think
not?
so. The leech, well, generally, travelers come in the middle of the game or leave early. And so the leech chooses before the game really even starts, for the most part, like first night. So, yeah, the traveler would not be a leech host.
I came in on the first night, though.
Yeah, but
right?
I wouldn't let him choose you. Like, if he had decided to, because he knows you're a traveler, that's just kind of the nature of those roles. So, yeah, I would not allow that.
Okay. Well, I will pick. I'm gonna do the. I forgot to do the triple thing. Triple deception. But I mean, Alex was already dead.
Yeah. Well, who do you think the evil team is?
It says not to go back. But I'm gonna go to Ryan Terry.
Okay. All right, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Good luck. We're missing some good conversations here. How's your game going so far?
Good. I have thoughts.
Thoughts on who is on the evil team, or feedback for how this game is run?
I don't think I know who's on the evil team.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. I think, like, in my head, we're pretty sure Glenn is the sailor, and I've already done Ryan and Liette with my ability, right?
That sounds correct. I don't fully
so.
remember. I'm not gonna claim to remember 100%, to be honest with you.
Okay.
They would be marked on my thing if they were, so I'm not gonna. I have to let you keep track of that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have. And so the only one that I haven't done that we don't, because we're pretty sure Glenn's the sailor, so I think I'm going to do Marissa. And if my logic is correct, you don't have to confirm if my logic is correct or not. There's no real danger in me revealing who I am anymore, because there's not much more I can do.
Well, if you do hit the minion, then they are going to be neutralized until you die. And so if they know who you are and they kill you, then the minion would regain their ability. So
that's true.
Yeah, you kind of want to stay alive if you can, for that purpose. Also, you're a good player, and you want to stay alive.
I know.
So, okay,
I'm still going to do Marissa, though.
All right, I'll take care of it. Good luck.
Okay.
There you are.
Everything's been really slow on my end. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'll get your choices before you get disconnected.
Okay. I want Liette to be mad at Jesse.
Okay, Liette mad at Jesse. I'll take care of it. Good luck.
Okay.
One.
Hello.
Hi, Theo.
How are you?
I'm good. We've got a good combo going on about if you could have one cantrip in your day-to-day life, what would you use?
Oh gosh, Mage Hand's pretty good. I don't know, an extra hand to help around.
That's currently being debated. I like Prestidigitation. I think that would be a handy one. But
it's a very versatile one, if nothing else.
Yeah. Thaumaturgy is also.
Oh, Thaumaturgy is pretty good too. But I'm not here for your ability. I'm here to tell you that the Harpy has decided that you must be mad that Jesse is evil.
No!
And
no!
So
Oh, that's rough, because oh no.
So if you are not going after Jesse tomorrow, I can kill both of you.
Okay.
All right, I'm just here to tell you
Jesse's
that.
going down then.
If you're still alive, in a few minutes, I'll come back in to get your fortune teller stuff.
Okay.
All right, good luck. Hello.
Well, hello.
This is going pretty well so far. I feel kind of sorry for the good team.
It's been so close, though. A couple really close calls.
Yeah.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I killed off, let's say, Jesse, then that leaves only one good player left, right?
Yeah, so you would have Liette and you and Ryan and Marissa alive, so you win when you get it down to 2. But
so I have to kill off one of the evil players?
well, just you can keep technically you have to get down to 2. But if you control the nomination power among the evil team, then it's pretty easy to win because dead players cannot nominate. But keep aware that Victory Bell doesn't count for that, but Victory Bell can nominate.
Okay. Now but like I said, we'll control the board basically. If so, let's get rid of Jesse.
Okay.
And then I think Liette will be an obvious choice for nomination. So let's go for Jesse.
All right, we'll take care of it. Good luck.
Okay.
Hi, Theo.
Hello.
I'm still alive.
You're still alive. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you though that you're gonna find out shortly that Jesse has died in the night, and you still need to be made aware that you have to maintain that madness, even in that case, to keep yourself alive.
Oh boy. Okay.
So I'm just gonna give you the heads
So
up on that.
I'm glad.
Who do you want to look at tonight?
I'm gonna look at Jesse and Ryan.
Okay, you look at Jesse and Ryan, and you learn that no, neither of them is the demon.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. This morning you wake to find the body of Jesse.
Aww.
I thought for sure they were.
It's coming down to the end here, so
Oh wow!
Good luck.
Yeah. Whoa.
So here's the thing: if we execute someone today, the demon will execute, and we'll have 3 people left.
I have
Victory Bell
information.
doesn't
If
count for...
we execute, we get 1 kill left for the entire rest of the game. It's technically better if we save it for tomorrow when we have 1 person less of information.
Yeah.
Right now we've got
I will say that I was harpied yesterday to be suspicious of Liette, but I'm still suspicious of Liette even knowing that.
I have information.
Okay.
I was the preacher, and now all the minion things are active again.
Jesse, what was
Wait.
your role?
I was the preacher, so now if I disabled any minion abilities, they're active again.
Did you disable any abilities?
I couldn't tell.
Oh.
Who were you?
Interesting.
Sorry, what did you say?
The preacher. It's not one we usually play.
So I'll go over the preacher real fast. The preacher says, each night choose a player. A minion, if chosen, learns this. All chosen minions have no ability. So
Did you get no confirmed?
they are not told if
They don't know. The minion
Well, then
would
what-
know.
The minions are
That's like-
told, but not the preacher.
I mean, that use of comma, gross.
Wait. So who you choose every night though?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I have a recommendation on the play for the day.
Okay.
Okay.
My recommendation is we do this. I think because it messes with the math in terms of the final votes on the last day, and there will only end up being 3 people. My recommendation is that we get rid of the thief power. We just excommunicate Victory Bell, and just to go to a final day. Everyone still has their dead vote. We can go in. That'll give us gives us at best a 1 in 3 shot of getting it, and then we can kind of go from there. And I think that's probably our best chance on the good side of getting the game.
Wait, why would that be?
Yeah,
useful?
because otherwise the negative vote really affects
The vote
things.
will mess up because he'll put it on one of, and we have no reason to confirm that Victory Bell is good. They've said they're good, but just getting that out of the game.
As an empath, I did get my neighbors to be 0.
Well,
Uh-huh.
But it's just going to mess with the math on the last.
Yeah, because it's going to be a -1 vote, presumably to one of the living players here, and then that makes it almost impossible to
calculating
anything.
to get it right.
Yeah. So, also of note, we're all, like, are we pretty sure that Glenn is the sailor?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to execute him and he didn't die, so.
Could be the
Thus-
leech.
If they're not the sailor, they're the leech, and if that's the case, executing them is the worst thing we could possibly try and do. Because
Then
they do nothing.
it's deciding who is.
We'd have to make a guess of who is the
Who's the
safe
host.
person.
Yeah.
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 If he's not the sailor, he's the leech, and so regardless, we're not nominating Glenn. So what will probably end up happening, is that we'll end up, and that'll be even better. We'll end up with a 50-50 tomorrow, because basically, because if Glenn is the let's say Glenn is the leech, we'll start tomorrow with 3 people, Glenn probably and 2 others. You kill one of the other 2, and then you're either getting the demon or you're getting the leech, because we know the minion was the Harpy, so there's not a devil's advocate that can protect him.
Wait,
Okay.
we have 2 outsiders that we didn't account for either, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the outsider set is. I think there's something.
Probably a drunk.
Yeah, there's
It's probably-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
also,
let's circle back, because Ryan, you suggested something, and then we went off on a tangent.
Mhm.
I agree, because I think that, like, if I have the -1 vote, that's why I wasn't voting last time, because I assumed that I was going to ruin whatever vote was happening.
Yeah, I think, and I'll tell you what. I'll put this out. I nominate Victory Bell.
Okay. Cat Boy, did you want to say something real fast?
Also, I like just it was only about our outsiders. We have had a lot of identifying people who can like register good and evil. I think there might be a recluse out there, but but I don't know why they would be like. I feel like they would let us know that there were the recluse actually. So actually, never mind. Disregard what I'm saying.
We'll come back.
Well,
to that.
I agree with Ryan's.
Okay.
I agree with Ryan's thing that we just test and we just pulled Victory Bell and sorry Victory, we're just gonna get rid of the power to make it safer and easier to vote.
Yeah.
Wait, why does it say
Theo,
we're
just as a rules question, because doesn't everybody get a vote on Victory
Yes.
Bell leaving?
So as we go through this, everybody acts like they're alive. This does not count for like nomination or thing. Everybody gets to vote. It takes 5 votes, so you can vote as dead. It doesn't use your dead vote at all. I'm gonna wait till Marissa gets back, but I think Marissa. Ryan, have you said your piece?
She voted already.
I've said my piece.
Okay, Victory Bell. Anything you want to say?
Really interesting because I'm here, but it appears like I'm not here to you.
Oh, okay. I just want to. If I see your video, I trust that you're there. Victory Bell.
So I was going to nominate myself anyways. Because, I thought that the demon was able to also maybe choose me as a host. And it just felt very suspicious that I was still alive. Usually I'm first to die. And no one was nominating me.
Victory Bell, could you just choose yourself to like?
Yeah, I could have chose. But I will say this. But it is not possible for the demons cannot choose me as a host if they are the leech.
No.
And so, it would be pointless to kill me, but it's cool. I already chose to choose myself anyways. I want to go with my dignity and just let you know that I'm a good person.
All right,
Yep.
here we go.
You're not dying. We're just kind of kicking you out of town.
Kicking you into the wastelands to die.
Go on, get.
Stolen too many hearts.
Well, no. Actually, I refuse to think that we're putting him out to die. I think we're sending him on a trip to Vegas.
Okay.
We're sending them to a trip to
And
Vegas.
this resolves the missing outsider problem because now
I would rather die than go to Vegas.
We are kicking him out of this murderous town. Kicking
That is
them out of it.
Apparently.
All right, the day
We
continues.
did you a favor. So, are we in
Nominations are
agreement?
open.
Are we in agreement that we are not nominating today?
yeah, I think it's smartest to let us get last night.
All right.
Hey, did that
Well,
vote count with my power?
Let me just really quickly, in case it wasn't clear for Jesse and Liette, one of the common strategies in this game is when there's 4 people alive, you usually just let it go, don't do nominations that day and go on to the next day, because it's easier to choose the demon out of 3 people than 4. Because if you chose somebody tonight and executed them, you'd be down to 3, the demon would kill somebody overnight, and the game would be over. So if you go tomorrow, you'll still have 3 people alive, and you get a better option find than usually better odds, but that's just a common strategy. So I just want to let you know.
I will also note the only way that it's bad is in the event like if you end up with like everyone being evil, if like the entire remaining evil team can end up giving you a rule set, but that's the only time.
Okay, but so if you don't kill somebody,
that's true,
and it's a leech game, they're not going to kill their host, so they would probably kill the last remaining good person.
But the point is there won't be a last remaining because there's 4.
Yeah.
No, but if it's a leech game, then the leech's host would still be alive, and the leech isn't going to
kill its host.
And we know Glenn isn't the leech.
So what happens when it's just 3? So then it's automatically, then they'll win.
Glenn might be the leech.
This could be the last game.
Yeah.
No,
if there's a leech.
Well, the leech, they are poisoned.
No, the leech isn't poisoned. The
leech's host is poisoned.
The host is poisoned.
Yes. And the leech can't die. So Glenn X getting executed the first night, he could very well be the leech.
Yeah.
Hey,
so let me just clarify really quick. The leech, what the leech does, the leech cannot be killed. In the beginning of the game, the leech would choose a player, and that person would become the leech host. And the leech host would be poisoned throughout the game. The only way to kill the leech is to kill the leech host. The leech host is not informed that they're the leech host.
Liette's gotten a lot of wrong information.
Wrong stuff, so you might be poisoned.
It's possible.
I'm gonna nominate Liette then.
Yeah.
Oh no, Marissa
Cliffhanger.
Just to get this game.
I think we should call it a night.
I don't think we should. No, I don't think we should do this vote yet.
Oh, not yet. Like hold it till tomorrow.
Yeah, because again, because if Liette's still alive tomorrow, we do this nomination. But if it's you, then or maybe Liette has to die. Also, because if they kill me, I'm the Ravens keeper, and I can confirm somebody. So they're kind of up shit creek in terms of who they kill.
Do be aware,
but then it's just the host and 2 evil people.
The leech, the host, and 1 other person.
Well, here's the thing. Either way, we will still have time to discuss things tomorrow.
Or wait, Theo, do they automatically win? Because the host is technically...
No,
host is not evil.
So very quickly. So couple of worlds I'm going to put in front of you. There is a possibility that there are 3 evil players in this game because there is a bounty hunter on the script. So if you believe that there are still 3 evil players alive, then if you go to bed tonight, there will be no good players left alive. So that's just a world I want to put in front of you. Otherwise, if there's 4 players, generally the strategy is to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow with 3. So if you think that there are at least 2 good players alive, that would be a good strategy. But that's kind of what it is.
Does the townsfolk that's evil know they're evil?
Yes, people are always told that they're evil. So if there is a bounty hunter on the script, then that townsperson would have been made evil at the beginning of the game.
The assumption was that Ryan Terry is the townsfolk that's evil.
Say that. I'm sorry. Say that again.
He's really pushing for us to not do a vote.
Okay, so let's.
I mean,
I always am against voting.
What's up, Glenn?
Not going on for.
I was going to say Theo's the one giving the advice, not Ryan.
I'm just putting worlds out there to just make sure that people understand.
Theo's the one that said typically if there's 4, I've never been in a situation where you had 4. Theo's the one that said if there's 4, then don't vote, and I understand the reasoning.
Okay, I can rescind my nomination. I'm just.
You cannot actually rescind your nomination.
Oh no!
So now you just state your case.
Well, it's mostly just based on what everybody else is saying, and somebody's got to be the Harpy, right? And there's only a few, unless the Harpy got killed.
The Harpy we don't want to kill anyway. If the Harpy's still alive, then that's a bad kill, because it would mean that the demon kills. So we don't want to kill the Harpy.
Okay. It's the other thought is Liet's the evil town person because of all the information. I'm going
Or the
based
leech.
on what
It's
everybody else.
possible Leah's a leech host based off the fact that
Yeah.
on Morgan a bunch of times. That's also possible.
It's
It is
definitely possible.
Yeah,
All my information has been very bad, and I'm starting to have a lot of doubts.
You think you're poisoned?
It's possible
Alright.
it's possible you're leech host and it's good for you to die.
Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
Do be aware
okay.
that if there is an execution that happens today, that it is probably the last execution of the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Liet, have you already provided your defense?
Not yet.
Well, I would like to.
Die with dignity.
No, I refuse to die with dignity. Absolutely not.
Dignity, I don't know her.
I would like to say all of the visions that I've had as the fortune teller who have shown people as not the demon have now died, and none of them have been the demon.
Leah, do you have anything else you want to
I
say?
don't know if that helps my case. I think it's just a piece of information.
Well, you had
Helpful information.
You had Morgan as the demon and they died and they weren't the demon.
Okay. Put it through, God, storyteller.
All right, you got 2 votes to be put on the block.
I'm voting with my gut. I'm so sorry, Liet.
Interesting. I still think it's right.
I will be forever heartbroken.
Jesse, just know that this is your only
despite
vote
the fact
that
that
you
I
can make.
absolutely voted for you to die in one round.
Okay, 2 is enough.
I mean, we've got
Liet's on the block.
yeah. I'm not nominating. So Liet, if Glenn, are you nominating?
No, that's it.
So Liet, unless you want to nominate.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
You're not going to nominate? Why?
Going down as the leech host is, I guess, the idea. That's fine.
Well, I mean, I actually think my information is correct. Because
Well, then nominate. Then
A
nominate.
drunk would, or a beach host.
So here's the thing: if you nominate someone and we can either we get 2 votes, no matter who it's from, we can take you off.
If it's a tie, nobody gets executed.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a swing at Ryan.
Okay.
I'm going to nominate Ryan.
Wouldn't
All right.
if
Okay.
Liet was the leech host, why wouldn't the
Well, I mean,
leech start nominating?
is this just like a revenge
Let's
thing? I don't get it,
let's
but-
let Leah hit
No,
the stage
it's-
real fast.
No, because Ryan has been. I think my information is good because the people, unless I got drunk one night, but I'm not sure about that one, because I had checked Alex against Catboy in my first round through, Jesse against Grady in the second, and I got negatives for the demon for all 4 of them. All 4 of them are now dead, and obviously none of them were the demon or a red herring. I think the information's good, and Ryan was one of the people who was on my maybe list, so that's kind of why I'm going with Ryan right now.
And my
Leah,
issue with
hey,
being
just-
suspicious of you is because my information comparing Catboy and Ryan is that Ryan is good.
Yeah, and Liet, just so you know, because I know you haven't played. If you're the drunk, you're drunk the whole game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And you-
unless Morgan protected me in one of the rounds, if
I did
Morgan-
protect you in
still
one
would be
of the
drunk.
rounds.
Yeah.
Even if
so
you're-
that could be when, if I was drunk one round, that might have been.
I
happened.
protected you and Jesse the first night, and that's it.
In which case, I guess I'm voting for chaos now with this additional information.
Well,
I can't
yeah.
take it back.
So,
Well, nobody has to vote.
Yeah, we don't have
though.
to vote on it.
Ryan,
well, as a social read, though, I do feel
back.
like Ryan has been playing a little weird this whole game.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
And
I do the.
and it is important to note that the Harpy tried to get Morgan to kill Liet.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, Grady and
That's
Liet both claim to be the same thing.
Yeah, but
So
remember,
if-
I was harpied. I came out and said I claimed the fortune teller to frame Morgan. I actually claimed fortune teller trying to get Alex to out me so that people would realize that it was a bad.
Wait,
job.
then what did you say you were?
I was the courtier.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm
should've
sorry.
agreed with
I'm so sorry.
Our-
Never mind.
So there was no conflict there except that I had to lie that one round.
Okay.
all right, let's give it to Ryan
Is
Terry
our
for the
goal
defense.
to...
Again, if you think it's potentially me, well, I guess we don't have the option on going to the next night now. I guess unless we just do 2 votes to tie, but it's not me. I guess I could also theoretically be the leech host. It would have had to have been a random ass. thing to do it.
Hey, but Ryan, you just brought up a good point. If we have 2 people vote, then it just nullifies the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we go through on it, we theoretically could. I'm
honestly, thinking if I was the leech, I would.
I would choose Ryan.
I would have chose Ryan Terry, the most powerful.
I would
person.
choose Ryan Terry as my host.
be alive tomorrow.
Because Ryan's usually the first person to nominate himself.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Here's the thing. I absolutely will tomorrow if that's the case. If I'm still alive.
So, honestly, we're talking in circles. I think Theo.
All right, this is the last vote. I just want to make sure everybody gets their piece. Anybody else have anything they want to say?
Alex.
No, I just want to put my hand up so I can kill Ryan Terry.
Wow. Getting personal there, huh?
Okay.
Straight up.
So yeah, do be aware this could be the last vote of the day. Last vote of the game, so just be aware. 2 votes to tie, in which case no one is on the block. 3 votes to kill, and running the vote.
If we go to 2, we will get another tie.
Oh.
Wait, Leah, you didn't vote.
I tried to put up my hand at the last second, and it was a second too late.
That's completely fine. We can.
Okay.
So it's a 2-2. That's all good.
It's nullified out,
Yes,
and
also
my
there's a reason my hand
spontaneousness
wasn't
is
up.
like erased. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
So,
a couple of dead votes.
Trying to figure out how to take that thing off of you there. I'm not sure how to do that, but
I'm
yeah,
not
you are
gonna
not on the block.
re-nominate.
What's that?
I am not renominating.
I think I can. No, you can only nominate
No, you
once per day.
can't. You can't.
All right. So,
Okay.
any more
No,
nominations? All right, then I will call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everybody goes to sleep.
and Glenn just gets disconnected.
Hopefully it comes back.
Nail biting.
No.
Nail biting.
Oh, we are all fighting hard tonight.
Yeah. This system's kicking us out
I have
so much.
no idea. I'm just taking swings.
I
It's
don't know
brutal.
what to think.
It's
Really?
brutal out here.
Brought
Yeah,
you
it
in on
is.
a difficult script.
Yeah.
That was
So yes, the game is over. I'm just going to let them do their final night so they can have their final say, and Glenn and Ryan and Marissa can have their victory lap. So we'll go through this with them.
But
This is a formality, but who would you like to take out tonight?
Leah.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Congratulations. All right, welcome back, everybody. The nights get shorter as we go along. Liette died in the night. And
It's Brian Terry.
the game is over because there are only evil people left alive. So congratulations go to the evil
Damn it.
team.
oh,
Let me explain what happened here today.
Please.
wow.
So,
Good job.
where to start? We'll start up here with Alex, our empath, who was told that their neighbors were good and true. Victory Bell was, of course, our thief, who was on the good team. Morgan was indeed our innkeeper, who unfortunately was not able to keep anyone alive. This did not choose great people. Let's see, who do we want to go to next? Grady was our courtier, who was not able to use his power, unfortunately. Liette was our fortune teller. Liette never picked the demon, but did pick their red herring, who was Morgan. Morgan was the red herring. Jesse was our drunk, unfortunately. Jesse was our drunk who thought they were the preacher, as most preachers are a drunk. No.
I just wasn't doing anything the whole time.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Jesse, because you did, in fact, finally pick our Harpy, Marissa, but because you were the drunk, it had no effect. Marissa made it to the end of the game. Congratulations. And we did have our true bounty hunter who was told right at the beginning of the game that Ryan Terry was evil. Ryan Terry was indeed our evil hatter, who was also our leech host from Glenn the Leech.
I told you.
So yes, Ryan Terry was the Hatter who was made evil by me, but the bounty hunter ability. So Catboy knew from the beginning about the evilness,
That's wild.
but did not know about the leech host ability. So otherwise, Ryan might want to get killed so he could get some new powers. But
That's wild.
So in the very first game, I was running on the idea that like if there was a leech host, I 100% assumed that I would probably be chosen for it.
Yeah. We had a chat and he's like, come on, Glenn, tell me.
I ended up cornering Glenn because the first night I got a strong, because I was going to go on one of two plays where I would go in and, because when I was nominated by Catboy early, Glenn pretty quickly piped up that he was the sailor and could die, which made me, because I was on the lookout for my evil team. I'm not told who the evil team is, so I was like trying to figure it out. And when Glenn tried to protect me, I'm like, did he choose me as a leech host? I think he might have chosen me as a leech host.
I think Catboy might have caught me in an error. Catboy, did you? Yeah, I just realized the error looking at your face.
Hatter cannot be evil because the townsfolk has to be evil.
You're right. So there is an asterisk by this game. I made an error.
So, this 2.5 hour game was rigged from the start.
No, 100%. That was an error.
From the beginning.
No, I know my power, Theo.
I apologize. No, you were absolutely right. Yeah, I should not have made the Hatter evil. That was a mistake on my part, so apologies for that, Catboy. That's the second asterisk that you get by your name, Catboy, because the last game we played in person also had an asterisk by it. I didn't run that one, but I did run this one, so apologies for that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If that rule had not been there, good game, evil.
I mean,
that was good. That was well played.
It was a really good game.
I guess yeah.
You guys did
so Catboy,
phenomenally.
Catboy, so tell us how that messed you up.
Well, first, I forgot my first night information after a while. So honestly, I literally was like, "Oh yeah, I was told he was evil," but so I should have voted the last night. I don't know, but then
you all looked at me when I said Ryan was evil, and I was like, "Well, is that true? He's the evil townsfolk."
Yeah.
So that's also my bad because
I didn't want to push too much because by accident Theo told me when I asked about leech powers, kind of confirming for me that there was a leech.
No, I would just tell you in general about the leech powers. Yeah, I would.
You also, it was very direct because you also said he, and so I knew it was either Ryan or Glenn as the demon by accident. And then it was definitely Glenn, and I knew it was gonna be then he chose Ryan, the most powerful person. I was really hoping y'all would come to the conclusion because I didn't want to push
by the end. I was like, oh no.
I didn't want to push it, but
the votes came very close several times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I suspected you so hard, Liette.
So I trusted Marissa way too much. I'm like, yeah, you sound very trustworthy saying that.
And
both,
Marissa was
Captain and Ryan are totally aligned, and I'm like,
no, Marissa was the first person I told that I got the evil read from Ryan. So that from the get-go just gave the evil team, a little bit of extra oomph. But also,
Ryan was evil.
Mostly my goal was to spend the entire game gaslighting everybody into believing Ryan was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so also,
that means we gotta trust Grady's
Thanks, Eric.
social intuition.
I do want to ask quickly. Eric pointed out too that if Liette had voted at the very end for Ryan Terry to be executed, which I think was your nomination, y'all would have won.
You know, it was
Why
down
did
to the wire.
Why did you pull your vote there?
I didn't feel confident enough in my decisions, and I clicked the button at the last second, but it didn't quite take. And I'm like,
That
if I was committed though, my hand would have been up that whole time. So
Actually, I think if you're nominating, I think you put it up first. It hits you first.
Oh.
So at the last second, if you were hitting it.
No. It starts at you.
From the
It starts
person
at you.
being nominated.
It starts at the nominated person.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, I just want to, so for our newbies, and also for people who have been here a while, myself included, take notes. Write what you are told by Theo down.
that sounds reasonable. I probably won't do it.
My notes didn't help. It made y'all sus of me.
Chaotic LGBTQIA people.
I keep a Google Doc open, and it's got a table in it, and one column is all of the people, and then the next column is all of the bullshit that they have said and that people have said about them. And I've got it each line is a different alternating colors, so I can read it easily, and it helps maybe half the time.
Alex, what are you gonna say?
Bored with all those things.
I would like to say that I called it. And
You did, because you came to me and you were like, Ryan,
from the very start, I was like, Ryan, Terry, you're not playing a good game. I was just like, and then at the very end, Grady and I were the ones who voted, and I was just like, Grady and I are on the same wavelength.
You gotta trust the agent.
I think we'll find Alex that I played a very good game. Look at who's left alive here.
Yeah, that's why. Alex said I killed you on the second chance I had. Catboy was first. That wasn't an accident.
Well, also, so Alex, I feel like the wording should be Ryan Terry isn't playing townsfolk. The other thing is, I just wanted to say, we talk so much about so many different hypotheticals. I forgot my original night thing, so that's also a good strategy for evil. Just throw shit out there and hope that people are like I don't know.
You gotta put out a bad narrative that there's something else out there.
I tell you, one of the key factors I thought in making this successful for evil was the fact that the sailor was one of my roles that I could choose.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I can't die. So
that was a good pick, because I not for 1 second suspected you, Glenn. I was like, Glenn's the sailor. It's fine. Let's just.
Oh no!
I was like, Glenn's the sailor. I'll just tell him.
No,
that
Glenn's threat level was so low you could not limbo under it.
I didn't do this because I wasn't town, but it was something to do. If anyone's ever claiming sailor, ask for complete notes of who they drank with and when. Because they're going to need to know that. The sailor's going to be choosing that every day.
Were you keeping track of that, Glenn?
No, but I was just, because you don't know when the sailor chooses, he chooses someone, and either the sailor or that person is drunk. So you just claim, oh, I guess I was drunk, or whatever.
Right, but you can sow misinformation, because if someone's putting data out, you could, for example, say, by the way, Catboy, I chose you night 1. You might have been drunk. And maybe you could even say, Catboy, you were drunk, and that's why Glenn, because you didn't die. So you can say, hey, you were definitely drunk because I was the sailor, chose you night 1. You can sow misinformation that way.
Yeah,
I could if I had to, but the game was all working. I had no reason to.
Yeah, it's fair.
Put something out that somebody might be suspect.
Well, thank you all for joining us in the game today, and people watching at home. I know Eric was watching and enjoying the game. And thanks again to Larry for monitoring our chat and our stream. Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was great. Good game.
Wild script.
I like the
Excellent.
script.
No, and had the rules worked the way that you crafted it, good game.
Yes. Sorry about the asterisk.
No, I actually mean it. You guys played really well, and had that been legitimate rules, you had us.
It's a good evil team. I'll make a good team.
Well,
I'm just sitting here with a pen, adding all the asterisks by the.
Maybe we'll play this.
Actually.
I wanted to see the Hatter work too, so maybe we'll try this script again next week. We'll see what we want to do. But yeah, we'll be back here, same bat time, same bat channel next week. But for now, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you.